Joe, go ahead. Start from the bottom. Now we're here.
So I'll recap now.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened was we just exited from the terrible hall or stairway that had plagued us
Stairway to heaven.
like 6 times. No, stairway to hell is what it was.
After
That's a
Gypsy
song.
killed himself.
Continue.
And so we just got out of there, and it was only Harmon and I, and we were testing out all the little fucking tiles that were hurting us or not hurting us. We spent forever doing that, and then Kevin joined.
Yeah.
And then eventually I decided to use investigation to figure out that things were different and weird, and the tiles, some tiles were marked differently than others, and if I had thieves' tools, I could disarm things, but as far as I knew, the only person who had thieves' tools was Kevin.
No, I
Even
had him
though-
too.
Harmon also had thieves' tools.
We were talking about it earlier this week,
Oh.
and I was like, "Yeah, Harmon also had these tools."
Salty, salty.
Dude, I was bouncing around off all.
I was extremely upset when I heard that you had thieves' tools and you didn't know at all.
What's weird is I even remember hearing Kevin be like, "I'm gonna use my thieves' tools to deactivate these traps," and I went, "Oh, I can do that too."
Why
Hey,
does
Dill, I'm
that
gonna
sound
swing.
familiar?
Hey, Dill, I'm gonna swing from the dragon's neck.
Yeah. So then he swung from the
Doesn't
dragon's neck,
ask
broke
the
the
size.
dragon, and then once we disarmed all the traps, door opened up, and I forget, the kobolds walked out, and they're like, "Oh, you broke our dragon." Then we had to fight them. Then I forget. Oh, we got into a room where it was the essentially prior campaign fan club with Angsty Teen Boy and some other kids, and it was about all of our characters, and that was a fun little homage to the previous campaign.
Yep.
Harmon nearly broke the Snip statue by tossing it in the air. I don't remember. Did you end up selling it or not? Okay.
Could have
so
made
Harmon did not
a
sell.
nice 900 gold from it. Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And so then they got us an elevator ride up to the
Back.
library again, which was really weird. Then we left, essentially. I don't remember if we talked to the librarian again. I don't think we did.
No, you didn't.
We walked back out. Alice was awake with Happy. And then we went to the mansion. They told us about what's going on and how they think everybody's using it so much that they have the ability to get stuck in the ethereal plane and stuff like that, and it needs to stop. And you can't just stop it. It was all convoluted. It's like taking drugs away from a drug-ridden person. And
Over the
then,
course of hundreds of years worth of drug use.
yes.
Hundreds. More like thousands, perhaps.
Potentially.
Yeah.
And so she's like, "Look, we can send you in. You just need to get the goddess to talk to us again and help us out with all this shit."
Yeah.
And we're like, "Okay." And then she brought out these herbs that we're supposed to eat. Harmon went and ate the death herb immediately.
Not even
And we
thinking
talked
about it.
about it for 15 minutes while he was dead.
Yeah.
And then shoved the other stuff in his mouth. So who knows? Who knew at that point whether he was actually going to be dead or if he was going to survive?
Well, we found out just momentarily after that.
Yes, as I continue. And so then, after contemplating for a while whether we were going to take the after contemplating for 15 minutes whether we were going to walk across the place and then take it, or just take it there, since we are going to have to carry his body, we just decided to take it there.
Mm-hmm.
Then we all popped in, and we got in the bureaucracy line of bullshit, and just made it through the gate before she closed and had lunch. And that is where we stand.
Good job. That was very adept.
You know what? Y'all fucking doubted me because I was playing Fallout.
Well,
I never doubt you.
You are
Jack.
correct.
I only doubt the sounds I hear.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
We can pick up right immediately there. So I didn't give a too fanciful of description of the inside the gate area, since we're about to close off the session anyways. So to kind of set the scene again, you'd passed through the gate and you'd seen, as Joe described, the lady closing up for lunch. Bureaucracy, love it. But upon entering this gated area, you see before you this small city, what looks like of smoke, that the smoke that is common throughout the ethereal plane. Typically, it's as gray of smoke as you can imagine, just standard. But within this city, there's a lot of fluctuations of various shades of gray. When I guess you could say 50 shades of gray before Harmon makes the comment.
Oh, no.
Joke's on you. You think I'm paying attention.
I hate you.
I am.
Yeah, you don't have an excuse anymore, Harmon. So, yeah.
I drove 3 hours.
No excuse. I
Drove
all
3
the way
hours
too.
for this.
There are a variety of shades of gray, ever moving about. Nothing really stays the same color. The buildings themselves also appear to be constantly moving towards different shapes, different building designs. And this isn't something instant. This is, you can watch like a small 2-bedroom house slowly transform into like a ranch home that has just a single bedroom transform into an apartment building. Just these gradual changes that are consistently moving about.
Go on.
And you see a bunch of souls and skeletons kind of milling about. Most of them slowly, not really looking around them, kind of focused on themselves. But there are some that appear to be running around, like almost with joy. Like in the afterlife, people aren't like hindered by whatever they had in their previous life.
So crippling depression doesn't exist here?
You're right.
Dude.
Yeah, that sounds nice. So another thing is that it seems that people are kind of like setting themselves up here. As this is an ethereal plane, some people choose, those who haven't committed terrible crimes have the option to choose just in the ethereal plane. And I mentioned this last time when you guys had first like came to Fior, and the elves explained that like some people stayed behind, and some do so to see their loved ones, but others do so just because they're not really interested in the afterlife, but at that present time, and then eventually they have to go to be judged, but they can stay for a decent amount of time before being judged. So you see like even like shopkeepers and stuff, they're not selling it, they're selling like balls of gray smoke. That's really all they can sell at this point. But people are just
The item doesn't
doing
appear
their
from
thing.
the smoke until you interact with it.
It's interactive.
It's a wonderful lottery draw, everyone.
I forget. Do we all look like a ball of light, or am I the only one that looks like a gray ball of light?
You're a ball. Well, you're a skeleton that's surrounded by light. The other three of you are just skeletons.
Okay.
You're a special skelly.
Yay.
Well, you
Wait,
also keep
has anybody noticed that I'm a weird glowing skeleton?
Um, not particularly, because keep in mind that a lot of people, like not a lot, but there are people here who have lost their souls, and this is what Harmon looks like, what he's being depicted as, which by the way, that like light is still like a shade of gray, but this
It's a nice aura, you say.
yeah, yeah, this aura around Harmon, you see scattered about through other creatures, which I mean, you don't know for certain, but judging that they're similar to Harmon doesn't have a soul. So, I mean,
Does
that is
Mimpy
cool.
have a soul?
No. Mimpy does not have.
Poor Mimpy.
And
And
so,
poor Harmon.
And poor Harmon,
the only
yes.
one final thing, before you guys do whatever, there is one building that is not changing, and that it is in the far distance. It's kind of up on this gray hill. It looks
Like a,
kind of like a courthouse.
I was gonna say, does it look like a courthouse?
Think of like Greek design in terms of like the Pantheon.
I have a very vague idea. I'm gonna look that up.
I can send a picture.
Columns, bunch of columns.
I would assume that that building up there on the hill is the one we want to stay away from, which is the Judgment Building.
Yeah, you're not wrong there, Bar, but that's yeah, I'm sorry. Bartho. That's what we're gonna call you now. Bartho.
Or
Barthon is getting increasingly upset.
Do we still have
Well,
time?
where do you think we should go?
I have a question, actually. Yeah, where should we go first?
Let's roll a Perceptor do.
Didn't you just describe
I'm
where
on
we
it.
go?
I'm the special Jesus Lowy skeleton thing. I can do it.
I like to imagine that like like a very gray, smoky dice-like item is being thrown by like Harmon's skeletal hand right now.
Wait, what would you say?
Like Mimpy, I guess, has like a smoky die or something like that, and just tossing it for us right now. Pretty
Okay.
cool.
So look around. You notice that. Okay, so this is gonna sound kind of weird, but some skeletons and most of the, I'm just gonna refer to them collectively as souls, unless absolutely necessary. The general souls of the ethereal plane don't really interact with each other. As most people don't generally plan their deaths, they don't know other people there. But so most people mill about them by themselves. You see small instances of maybe like two people together, but with the exception of yourselves, people don't generally travel together. That's just not something that happens.
As they say in marriage,
Well-
until death do us apart, they meet back together.
Yeah, when somebody dies, if they're married, they have to exactly wait until their partner dies.
Yes.
exactly.
Yes.
No, there's no negotiation.
It was part of the contract you signed. You see here?
Yeah, that's true. So you do see, though, a little bit too, if I'm going... I didn't want to draw a map because I feel like that kind of defeats part of the purpose of this area since it's ever-changing. And I wasn't going... There's no way I could properly depict that without it not
It's
being
a
true.
strange mosaic, as you say. I don't know.
That's a good word, mosaic. To the if you're looking at the Justice Building, to the east of that, you see some, I guess, some corridors between, like alleys between buildings, where there's a fair amount of people. There's like a group of like 6 people just sitting there like in a circle talking to each other, and you see other small groups, specifically in alleyways. Beyond that, there's nothing else really of note besides what I've already described.
Okay. Ooh. Now, I actually had a question of like, do we actually retain emotions in the afterlife and stuff, or no?
Yes.
Okay, emotions do still play a role. Cool. Anyways,
I would propose that we maybe ask somebody who looks like they've been here for a while. Which I know that's probably
maybe one of the
really hard
people
to
there
do.
at the stalls, maybe the ones that are running there. They seem to be, holding up well.
Let's go
Yeah,
head
but
on
I would
over.
assume then.
Okay.
Who's taking the lead?
Who'll be taking the lead?
Oh no.
So, we saved that Barthon here is gonna go first,
Okay.
and then
I assume you guys are all following.
and then I
Uh-huh.
guess Minfy will follow second. And, I guess we'll just go Barthon, Minfy, Alice, and Rayold. Moving on.
All right. So, you head on over. Are you heading towards like the group of 6? Or are you going to go for like a smaller group?
I'll go for a smaller group.
All right, smaller
Okay,
group it is. A group of 3 maybe.
Okay, I like that. So, there's a group of 3, and they're leaning up against an alley, and they're kind of gesturing with their hands as they talk. And as you approach, they fall silent, and
You see two glowing white orbs in each of their misty forms staring back at you.
so, these are just plain skeletons.
Okay.
And they look one of them looks over and says, "Hey, what's up?"
Hello. Hi. How are? Jesus fucking Christ.
That was like a mix
Hello.
of bourbon and Barthon at once.
It was really bad.
Barthon.
Dill's voice threw me off, and I just fucking went to bourbon.
Bourbon just lives on in Barthon apparently. Reincarnation again?
Hello, my friends.
Hello, my friends. How are you doing this fine evening?
I don't know what's up with them, but hey, howdy, partner.
Well, what are you doing here? And he like points at you. What's on your
Hey.
mind?
Isn't
I'm
Yeah,
trying
sorry,
to find my
I-
soul.
I said you with. I meant to say Joe. I apologize.
Yeah, I was gonna
Oh.
say like.
Well, I just
Fucking
spoke it,
confusing.
So I was confused.
Anyway. Oh well, we're trying to get to the Astral Sea without getting judged.
And they kind of look at each like between each other, and they all start laughing. And he says, "That's a good one." God, what voice I just fucking have? Holy shit! Hey, that's a good one. Yeah. So, why do you want to go to the Astral Sea? That's pretty high security jig.
Oh well, my friend here lost his soul and it got put there.
Yeah. We had a guy. His name's Lenny here. Yeah, he had that same problem. It's been a while since I've seen Lenny.
Poor Lenny. Did he snap a woman's neck?
Oh no, he didn't. He just faded away. I mean, you can't really have a soul, like no soul, for if you're here, and gradually you're just gonna fade away,
Did he?
die
Shit.
again. So, yeah, it's a fate worse than actual death. You don't even get to go to the Underdark; you're just gone.
Oh.
So, but look, I think I know a guy. There's a guy looking to make the jump to the Astral Sea, and
Oh.
I think he's a guy. He's a little bit weird, but he can hook you up.
Oh. Do you
Well,
happen?
did you send Lenny there?
Oh no! Lenny was a coward. Lenny just wanted to wait around, and eventually I got the best of him.
Oh, I
So.
see. Well, thank you. Would you be able to point us in a direction, or whatever, or take us? Because I mean, I don't know what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah. Look, how about this? Instead of just pointing you in a direction, I'll just go get him. Just be a couple minutes, and I'll be back.
Alrighty, thank you.
Right,
And
so,
then he heads off.
he does. He heads off further into the city. His two friends stay there, and this entire time that this like sequence is going on, they've been playing paper scissors rock.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's no cards. They got gambling addictions. What are you gonna do?
Jesus.
So, it's hard to place time in the ethereal plane for obvious reasons. But
Can you give me a general sense of time? How much time has passed in the real world now?
well, originally, just like by the time you got through the line, it'd
20.
been a full 24
Yep.
hours, if you remember. So, actually, I can give you that answer, Kevin, because you're right old.
There you go.
Damn it.
I thought Kevin
So-
was Mimpy.
You know, it's about an hour that the guy's gone. But for some reason it doesn't feel like it's an hour because of your feet. But it only feels like
Literally
maybe 5
Literally a
minutes.
few minutes. So time flies in the real world compared to here.
Ugh.
Oh no.
God, it felt like 5 minutes.
And you see the guy come back, and behind him he has a skeleton with an aura around him, similar to Harmon, Simimpy.
Let's say, you gonna call me the right name?
Harmon is Mimpy. Mimpy is Harmon. They're interchangeable. It's okay.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, but then if I use Harmon in my roles and shit, I'm gonna get yelled at.
I mean, Dylan might not yell at you, but I will.
Jesus.
So says, look, this here is Isaac. Why you make it a strength save?
I just wanted to roll it, so it's in Harmon, eh?
All right, that's weird. So,
How
anyways,
do you,
this is a-
wait, Mr. Skeleton, how do you know I'm making a... How do you know I'm... What?
You're doing that.
I have like the voice of God in my ear or something. So, anyways,
The voice of God. Damn, this guy is.
This is such an acid trip session so far. We're fucking skeletons. Talking to actual skeletons.
So, says, anyways, this here is Isaac. He's how long you been here, Isaac? I don't know, about. I don't really know. It's been a while there. Nice to meet you. And he like holds out a hand towards you to like shake your hand.
I will shake right the fuck back.
Says, nice shake you got there. So,
Thank
I
you.
heard.
Pretty bony
going-
right there, but you know.
Yeah. I have a bone to pick with you. Yeah.
You heard all the
The-
jokes. I gotcha.
Just get them out of your system, man. It's just.
How do I get my soul back, sir?
Well, it's not going to be easy. So, I've been doing some investigating. I used to be actually a private investigator back when I was alive, but
Looks like you're a
Ooh,
private
actually,
no
Dylan,
eye.
do you have a question to ask about the ethereal plane?
yes,
Does it encompass people from all times?
correct.
Huh.
So we could run into somebody who's like a Brooklyn cop.
Yeah, I mean
Or
theoretically.
technically, we could run into one of our old characters. You know.
Bourbon.
Yeah, just me butcher Bourbon's voice.
Jesus.
Joe just does it and talks to himself.
Will we see Morla?
More Joe.
My
No,
dear
those
friend
characters don't
Morla?
exist. They were banished
They're in hell.
Yeah.
immediately. Like, they didn't even have to wait through the fucking bureaucracy line. They got immediately shunned to hell.
Oh.
Oh, ho, ho, ho. Anyways, you continue on how the process would be.
So I'm doing some investigating, and well, quite frankly, it's not easy. So, how much do you know about the judging process?
Well, we were told not to get judged because that would send us. That would officially make us dead, because we're not actually dead right now.
Yeah, look, yeah, we get people like that all the time. Not too bad. It's just make sure that you. I mean, in your case especially, make sure that you don't get judged is solid advice. Here's the thing. In order to get to the Astral Sea, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to get judged, but through our own means. So, traditionally, you go and be judged and be run through tests, and then you'd be given whatever designation you're given. But what needs to be accomplished in order for you to get your soul back, and in order for me to go to the Astral Sea, is essentially going through the testing process without a judge. And I don't know if this is even possible. I'm only operating off of what I know, but with barring that, if you were to actually be judged, as you know, you'd be sent away. But by doing this, by not officially being judged, but by going through the same kind of channels, it should allow us to go to the Astral Sea kind of illegitimately by replicating the process as close as possible.
So we are tricking the process, I guess you would say.
Yeah, very much so.
Okay, and would it require us to have any materials on us, or to receive any materials?
Rail, do you have any pockets?
I have one up here.
Do you mean in your skull?
Yeah.
Your skull pocket.
I guess you do.
But yeah, do we need anything like prepped up or anything?
Well, are you asking me as the dungeon master or me as Isaac?
As Isaac.
No. I mean, we don't really have anything here, anyways. Nothing's really tangible, so unfortunately not. But
all right, Zick, let's get on the road.
Well, which road do you want to take?
The one that gets me to my soul faster, Zick.
All right. Well, let's head on out then. I guess, do you have any questions before we just make this jump? I mean, there's a lot.
There was one other thing we were sent here to do, and we have to make contact with the goddess up there.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
All right.
Because the city that we were that helped us get here, they lost contact with their goddess, and we're supposed to.
I don't know. Meet with
also get the goddess to start talking to the city again and helping them out and give her blessing to the city.
All right. Are you talking about Nufani?
Yes.
So, I'm not going to be able to help you with that. So what we're going to have to do, she's in the Astral Sea, and when we get there, we'll just go our separate ways. You guys can do that. Point you in the direction. Not too interested in meeting the goddess of death, as I am actually dead. So yeah. But point you in the right direction. We'll get you there, and then we'll part ways then.
Alrighty, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You're funny.
You're funny.
So,
Right,
okay.
Let us make our way then.
All right. So he says, "All right, if you guys will follow me." He reaches a hand out towards the skeleton originally saw and says, "Wait, pleasure to talk with you." He says, yeah, I'm gonna miss you, Isaac. I'm gonna miss you, Isaac. Don't be safe.
Don't be.
And we'll see you on the other side.
We'll bring him back alive.
Well, no, that's not quite how all this works, sir. But appreciate the condolences.
That was a joke, sick.
Huh. Well, sorry, I didn't know we had a real jokester in the mix.
If you're gonna name like sick anyways,
It's Isaac.
but you don't have any eyes.
You know, you can always just you can always just go figure this out yourself, man.
Nah, I'm kidding.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
All right, well, come on, let's head on out. And he turns to head deeper into the alley, and he starts walking.
Oh, okay, I guess.
All right, gonna follow him.
Yeah. Don't lose sight of him. Everything looks the same.
That is correct.
Who said that? You all look the same.
Oof.
I mean,
They do.
we're technically
Wait. Are our skeletons the size of our actual human characters?
just about to say.
Yes.
Yep.
You and Kevin are the only humans. But yeah.
Joe and Alice are really tiny. I don't know why I pictured us all as the same size skeleton. Wait, Dill, I gotta know. This is a you question, I guess, not really an Isaac question. Are there tiny baby skeletons running
Oh
around?
no.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Like, there's dead babies around us.
they're not moving around. They're just kind of laying there.
Oh my god.
They haven't learned how to walk.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
This is what happens when you get curious, Arvin. We all get
All right.
sad.
So
It's funny as shit.
Oh my god.
So he
I don't feel pain anymore, guys. Calm down.
as
They
he
never got a
walks,
chance to feel pain.
No, they felt pain for a brief moment of existence.
You don't know that.
How do you think they died?
They could have gotten their heads ripped off. That doesn't mean you feel pain.
Oh my god. We're not going into that right now.
Tried to rip a baby's head off. It's secured pretty tightly.
A lot less tightly than a full-grown human's.
You right. Anyway, DM, take us away.
So
Tangent. Nice.
you begin progressing through the cityscape, and every once in a while the general color of everything darkens a little bit. It goes from like a middling gray to a gray that's almost black. It's definitely on the verge. Just every Kevin, you would estimate every 2 hours or so this happens.
Ooh.
And you have to walk for about 4 hours worth of time before you come to this massive fortress-looking thing. This fortress, while most buildings in this area are like gradually changing, this fortress is also changing, but still remaining a fortress. It's just the general design of the fortress changes, but it's still there. And Isaac says, "So this right here is where they take people to be tested. So traditionally, you need a judge to allow you entrance, but maybe, just maybe, we could pull this off. I need absolute cooperation. What are we gonna do? I'm gonna take each of you in one at a time. You're going to wait on the opposite side for everyone else. Do not go off on your own. This is very imperative. If you go too far from everybody, I can't guarantee what's going to happen.
Ooh. Oh, well.
Stay close,
I
stay together.
understand
Well.
Don't split the party.
Party one.
And he he says, "So, who here wants to go first?"
I'll go first, and I'll make sure everybody stays.
There you go.
All right. So I need the rest of you to stay here. Just don't talk to anybody. Don't look at anybody. Just stay here.
Will do.
Can we talk to each other?
No.
Yes, you may talk. Just don't talk to strangers. Stranger danger.
Okay.
And so he. Oh boy, what are you doing? So he says, "All right, Barthon, J.K. You didn't give me your name. What are your names?"
Oh, my name's Barthon. Barthon Stoneheart.
Oh,
Alice.
railed here.
Mimpy.
All right. So, come on, Barthon. We're gonna head on in. So, what I'm going to need you to do is I need you to not say anything. If you're asked at any point as we're entering, do not respond at all. Don't even give any indication that you heard until I tell you that it's something. All right. Regardless of what you hear, I need you to do this for me. I also need you to close. I know it's going to sound weird because you don't have anybody. I need you to keep your eyes closed. Can't look at anything.
All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna close my eyes, and that's it.
So basically, he's just gonna. He says, "I'm going to just lead you along." Like I said, don't give any indication of hearing anything, seeing anything. Don't open your eyes. Keep everything closed. Very important. Do you understand?
I'm gonna nod at him.
All right. So let's do this. So he kind of leads you, like he's behind you, like gently leading you along towards the front of this keep-looking place, this castle, this fortress, and you see at the front there are two. Well, no, you don't see anything. Never mind. Don't need to describe that. You're led to what you presume to be the front of the castle, and as you approach, you hear somebody say, "Business," and you hear Isaac respond in a voice very much unlike his own, say, "Judging," and you hear the other voice say, "Accepted," and Isaac leads you in. As you're entering, you do have her hear a sound.
A sound.
You hear somebody say, "Barthon?"
Oh no.
You recognize his voice.
Ruh-roh.
The voice is very familiar to you. It's your mom.
I don't know why. I just love that. It's very recognizable. It's your mom.
It's your man.
And silence.
Oh no, Barthon cannot resist.
She says, "Barthon, actually, I guess I gotta do a variation of your voice. Barthon, what are you doing?"
No, hold on. Dill,
Yes.
Dill. I don't think it was clear in my bio. Everybody else is gruff stoneworker. Barthon's the only different one.
Oh, okay. Barthon, what are you doing here? Barthon, you can't die. And you feel like a tugging on your like sleeve, and
As weird as
you
that
hear her
sounds.
say, "Barthon, I need you to stop. Don't go in. Please, just God, you're too young. Just your father still needs you. I need you to make a will, a wisdom
Oh
saving
no.
throw.
Dear Lord.
Oh no.
It's hard enough not responding to this.
Are you sure about that?
Okay.
Mom.
But Mom.
Well, you said will say, or no, you did say wisdom.
Wisdom,
Will,
yeah.
it's the same
Okay.
thing, really. Ish.
And you hear your mother sobbing.
Ooh.
And you, after a couple more moments of walking, you hear Isaac say, "It's all clear." And
I'll just.
Did we stop walking?
This is a bit of walking after what you just heard, but yes, you stopped walking. You're in a dark room. The walls are very dark gray.
AK, you could say they're black.
And I'm really gonna learn my grays by the time we're done with this fucking adventure.
Oh yeah, you are.
You will. There. You see a door in front of you, and there's also an entranceway behind you, which you presume Isaac just led you through.
All right. So is everybody else coming then?
Well, I'm gonna have to go get them, but it's very important. I need you to stay here.
Hold on though, just one second. Did you hear anything or see anything when we were coming in?
Yes, I did.
What was it?
But Barthon, I think it's in your best interest to just try and forget about things you've heard.
Okay.
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
Don't go towards the light.
It's
The light, it burns you.
It's a dark path.
It's a dark path to go down towards the light. Nice.
Go
I didn't
down
say
the
light.
light,
I
dark
said
path.
rabbit hole. Traven said light. Get out of here.
I don't know what you're talking about. You definitely said the light.
No. Look, Barthon. The things you heard were real, but whether that's in the present or the future, in the past, I cannot say.
All right. Well, then the best thing for me to do is hope that is very far in the future.
Just very important. Stay here. Stay safe. Stay hidden.
Will do.
And he exits the room. So we're gonna switch to the next person. Who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
I will. Wait right out here.
Reha.
Okay.
So Traven.
You want to go, Traven?
I mean, yeah, I'll go.
Go.
All right.
Yeah.
So Isaac, you see Isaac approach after a bit of time, and he says, "All right, who's next?"
This
I'll
little
go.
girl here.
All right. So look, it's you're gonna when we go in, I need you to keep your eyes closed. Don't respond to anything. You're going to hear things. Don't
Alice
speak.
just sees that it's mostly just eye sockets, and she's like, okay, because there's no eyes. So she's just like, okay.
So just whatever you hear, just try not to fixate too much on it. We're gonna head on out now. I'm gonna lead you through. So,
Okay.
he as you close your eyes, he begins to lead you through what you assume to be the front, and you hear a voice say, fuck, what word did I just use?
Business.
Oh, jeez, I completely drew a blank. Business. And you hear Isaac respond, behind you, but it doesn't sound like his voice, saying, judging.
Yes.
And then the other voice says, Accepted. And Isaac starts leading you through. It's silence for a while. And after a couple of minutes of walking, you feel a hand on your shoulder. And a voice says,
just keep walking.
I don't know. Wouldn't you want to react if you suddenly feel a hand come out of nowhere and just grabbing you on the shoulder? Like,
I mean, she physically reacted, but Alice is...
I hope that's not like some sort of acknowledgement, to it, to be honest. But
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why it's like, oh.
That'd be the same. That'd be like kind of splitting hairs, like if Barthon was
reacting. Oh,
reacting.
yeah. No, I know. That's why it's like, ooh. But go on.
You hear a voice say, "Hello, Alice." His voice sounds very familiar to you.
Did you come to see me again, Alice, for your appointment?
It's your dentist.
What? Alice starts walking faster.
No, you recognize this voice as the voice of your father.
Ooh.
And your father says, "Alice, why don't you just stop? I know you've been looking for me, and I think you have found me." I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, we have to do a wisdom saving throw. Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
When you yell at me.
Uh-huh.
So Dakota, it's not Alice.
So, and you hear your father say, "Well, that's a shame. But, I guess we all make mistakes."
No,
And,
crying.
And, wait, what'd you say?
Alice is actually kind of crying. Like, she's starting to tear up.
And the hand...
She's still walking, but...
You feel the hand slowly remove itself from your shoulder.
Ooh.
It's not a sudden movement, but it's like a lingering draw across your shoulder as the hand moves away.
It's ready to grab you again if you turn around, but nah.
And you, a little while later, Isaac says, "We're all clear."
It's like, and then Alice kind of just keeps looking forward. She doesn't really acknowledge. She's just kind of silently kind of crying.
But does she see Barthon there?
Yes. Alice says, not Alice. Isaac says, "Alice, are you gonna be okay?"
Alice just keeps staring. She's a little traumatized.
Nice.
Yeah, understandably.
Nice.
Just a little.
All right, and he says, I know this is very painful, quite frankly. It doesn't get easier. We're only going down from here. But you made it through the first step. It's very important you stay here, both of you, reiterating this as many times as possible, that you guys don't split up. Don't go back. Don't go looking. Keep looking ahead and just wait for everybody else.
Alice just nods.
And he turns around and exits the room. And which of you two are going?
I want to say that Mimpy should go first in case, there could be something.
Nah.
Mimpy, you should definitely go the first to meet up with the others so that nothing happens if you're alone here.
What could go wrong?
What could go wrong, indeed?
So Isaac walks up and says, "So, Who's next?
This.
Rail, you go ahead.
No, Mimpy, you need to go ahead first. We need to make sure you make it through here first without staying here and getting in some sort of trouble.
Railed.
Mimpy.
I insist.
No.
When the fuck did you turn into a southern plantation owner?
Got that southern drawl.
I'm on with your hide, boy.
Should I roll something in return here?
You think I don't love you, boy? This is my love right now.
No. I insist here, Mimpy. You need to go forward first.
Dill, who wins?
I mean, you win.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Railed going next.
Mimpy, I trust that you're going to make it through here, okay? Otherwise, it's all for nothing.
True that. Fuck.
That doesn't sound reassuring at all there, Mimpy.
I mean, it's all in the bag, Jack.
I don't know who Jack is, but...
He sounds like a nice
That's
guy.
my nickname for you.
Okay, then. Alright, fine. I'll go ahead and go first.
Okay. So you he says, and I know I'm repeating all of this, but you have to understand that
It's pretty freaking important, yeah.
it's important, but also that like each of this was technically like you guys technically don't have knowledge of Isaac telling the others like what to do. So it's kind of a twofold purpose.
Yeah.
So he explains that, look, I need you to keep your eyes closed. Need you to not give any notes to anything. Doesn't matter what happens in there. You're going to hear or feel some things that, while real, will only lead you to despair. Just, it's very important. I'm stressing this very heavily because if one mistake and the jig's up.
All right.
Just out of curiosity, Dill, does he experience all these things as well?
You can ask, I think, right?
You can ask him.
Okay.
So, I guess I could ask. So
yeah, we'll
actually
let's save that asking for once we're all said and done. With this segment. So go ahead and keep that in mind. Definitely mention it again.
All right, then
once we get.
Rail will proceed to figuratively close his eyes.
Okay. So you're led to the what you judge to be the front of the castle for the keep, and you hear a voice say, "Business," and you hear from behind you, which you assume to be Isaac, judging.
Pleasure.
And then you hear the voice say, "Proceed." And you're led through, and
I actually kind of want to make the sound effects and stuff that would actually come at me and all that.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You can make the general ones.
Okay. Oh my! Is that who I think it is? Is that Railed? Boy, it's been so long since we've seen you. How many years has it been? Why are you here? Oh, dude, you need to come back to us. Don't stay here. Come on. We have been missing all the cool tricks that you've been showing us. Like, you remember that thing you did with those strings and stuff? Oh man, there were some amazing tricks. Like, we need to see more of them. And then you were showing us this weird thing, this weird like ghost hand thing. I don't know what that was, but like, you were able to like grab that guy's pockets and stuff. Like, that is so awesome. Oh, we need you to come back, Rail. Please, we miss you.
So Kevin, when you were like saying the string, I was like, you did the thing with the string and it was awesome, and I'm like, what?
I had no clue,
man.
I just improv'd all that.
Yeah, I like it.
And you hear a chorus of all of these like people talking to you, but at one point Isaac stops you from walking. And you hear a voice like directly in front of you say, oh, God, I don't know what you're... I'm trying to think how...
I don't know, just give whatever you feel. And
No.
Whatever
It's
Kevin's
not.
doing.
It's not the content. It's the voice.
exactly,
That's
I know.
what
Just give whatever you think it would be.
Hello, hello, son. It's been quite some time. And you feel two hands like on your shoulders, like just somebody like putting their hands on your shoulders, like maybe like about to give a hug sort of
Do
thing.
I recognize this as my parents or something? My dad? Or...
You recognize it as your father.
Okay.
Daddy.
And
No.
he says,
Why
You've
did
grown-
you even
you've
not
grown
come back?
up. You've grown up so fast. Look at you. Wow. Well, oh God, I don't even know what to say to you. It's been so long. But I know your mother is also excited to see you, and you hear your mother's voice say, she actually kind of, you feel arms wrap around you, like around your waist.
Oh my God, I get worse treatment than the other two. What even?
And she says, "Oh man, I am just so excited that I know you weren't able to find us, but what matters is we're here together as a family. It's time to come home, Rayold." I need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm waiting for one of us
Now,
to fail it.
I'm gonna ask before I roll this. Still, can I use my lucky feet in case, like?
Yes.
Oh. Can I?
You gonna use that feat?
Well, is this passing or not? I guess.
No.
Okay. Ah!
Oh,
Can I
boy.
do it again?
Oh boy.
You have 3 points, so yeah.
Oh boy.
Is it in...
Oh my God, Kevin. No.
enough? Hang on, this is not a
No.
wisdom saving throw. Hold up.
Oh boy.
Oh wait.
You don't have a bonus
Well, it
to your
doesn't
wisdom
fucking
saving throw.
matter, I guess. Oh! Now,
keep in mind though.
this is actually really good though, because it's like, in a way, this is really tough because there's like more, I guess, physical contact.
I really enjoy this, especially because you don't get your luck points back until your next
Yeah, I
rest.
know.
So in a way, this is like you're not going to be able to rest the rest of your time here, realistically. So
does that mean he's a dirty pleb like the rest of us?
yeah, he is. But I really do like how the dice kind of rolled out. So let me explain real quick my decision to make that one a little bit more difficult for Kev, like in terms of physical contact, is because in Joe's story, which is like his parents, just the way that each parents have been portrayed to me, I imagine like the way that Kevin described his parents were like very loving, like very like attached to their child, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure I remember that correctly. Like very, and for some reason I'm not saying this is what it was, but to me, like I thought of like helicopter parenting, like super like happy family, super like, oh, I love, like I'm going to like love and hold my baby boy kind of thing.
Well,
where I'm trying to approach it how I've kind of interpreted your backstory a little bit.
okay.
So you feel the hands kind of like move off of your shoulders, and the arms around your waist, they kind of slowly move away.
Slowly fade
And,
away back into the grayness, not the darkness, the grayness.
Yeah. Isaac leads you a little bit further on, and a bit of time later, he says it's all clear, and you see in front of you Barthol and Alice.
I can't believe that is what we had to go through. Ugh. And I just like clutch my figurative chest right now and just like.
Do you mean you clutch your rib cage?
Sure.
Yeah. And I didn't I like what Kevin had done, like with the filler noise beforehand, because that's what is happening to all of you. It's just that I wasn't really sure how I'd go about doing that filler noise for everybody, and I didn't want to personally take away from what I was going to be saying. But that stuff was, of course, like happened to the rest of you. But
and so
he says, Brailed, I know it's rough. That
I haven't seen them in over 10 years. It's
10 years.
it's
almost unbelievable. I don't even know what they look like anymore. I was afraid if I was actually opening my eyes or not.
It's good that you didn't. You did a good job, all of you. Look, we're almost done. I just need you to wait a little bit longer so I can go get Mimpy.
No.
Are we experiencing anything while we're sitting there?
Good question. You are hearing faint whispers of like a later version. Think that, like, but occasionally there's like words and you recognize voices, phrases, and a lot of these voices,
like Harry Potter.
yeah,
Yes.
a lot of these voices.
You hear that too?
A lot of these voices are
Very
coaxing,
very crude.
but some of them are kind of rude, like kind of condescending, or telling you that you're a failure and just trying to break you down a little.
For some reason, my laptop just crashed over
Alice
there.
is just like on the ground, kind of like clutching her knees, and she's just like still staring ahead,
Oh no.
I think
kind of just softly crying.
all right, well, just it'll be a little bit longer. I go get Mimpy.
How much time has passed now? Like after all the three of us have gone so far.
About 2
10 years.
So how many hours has it been total now?
Oh, you can keep track?
I think 10 so far.
It's
Have
8
any
so
of our
far.
items to properly keep track of shit.
So you're technically about 40 hours left. So he heads out, and Mimpy comes to you. I hate you, Mimpy.
What took you so? What took you so long, partner?
Okay, let's drop the harmonica.
That caught me off guard.
So,
Actually, I want to ask, can he actually have harmonica?
not right now, no.
That was just Mimpy going.
It was really good.
It worked. So
Anyways, returning to this.
Dylan's still salty.
I just imagine like he comes back, you just see Mimpy, and he's like playing a really fake harmonica, and then there's like a little divot, like there's a campfire.
So, he says, all right, Mimpy, look, you're the last one. I need you to close your eyes.
All right.
And need you to not react to anything you may hear, anything that you feel. It's very
You
important.
include talking, right?
Yes, I do include talking.
All right.
And I'm going to lead you through. It's very important, though, you stay with where I'm leading you, and that you don't try and follow whatever you hear.
I'm on you like mud on a pig.
So you close your eyes, and he starts leading you to the front, and you make it to the front, and as you start making your way towards like the front of the castle, you hear like a slight ringing in your ears, and in this whatever you're receiving sound through magic.
You knew I was gonna say something, so you had to come up with an answer.
GG.
But you hear this low ringing, and
Ooh.
You hear very faintly over the ringing of a voice saying business, and Isaac replying judgment.
That's different, but okay.
And I know. And there's like a small pause, and you hear the voice say, "Proceed." And the ringing goes away, and you walk for a ways, but you hear nothing.
1 hour has passed.
And you feel nothing. And
2 hours.
He says,
"You are nothing."
All clear. And you see in front of you Barthon, Raywood, and Alice.
Look, all three of you are right now are like, "Why the fuck didn't hear anything?"
Why
Well, they
did
don't
he
know
not get
that unless you say it.
I know. I meant like they're out of game characters.
No, I mean it makes perfect sense why you didn't hear anything.
Yeah. Kind.
Why didn't I hear?
Nothing
Oh.
associated because he doesn't have a soul, so nothing can be associated with him.
Why did he not get PTSD?
I got no regrets.
I guess.
Apparently.
Well, howdy, friends. Missed me?
Well, it looks like you made it here in one piece at least.
Alice just keeps staring forward.
Alice, you look like you saw a ghost. Or became one.
Jesus. So, Isaac, I think we all had a bit of a question in mind. Did you experience all that we experienced in a way while we were walking down the corridor?
I see all of your demons and mine.
What are you guys talking about? See or hear things?
It seems.
I just walked for a while.
Well, I'm not sure how to exactly respond to that, Minfy, but I presume that it has something to do with you not having a soul. But
All right, fair enough.
but I see. It seems like you have a pretty iron will right there. You got there, Isaac. To have gone through it 4 times, at least 4 times, perhaps many more before us.
It's not a matter of will. Just what needs to be done.
It's just business, as you say.
Doesn't make it any easier, but if I don't do it,
Who will?
then there's no way I can make it to the Astral Sea.
All right, where to now, Isaac?
Well,
Where do we go next?
Where are we going?
we're going to start going through some trials.
Where are we going?
To the
Like
mountains.
courtroom judging trials, or
Like Judge Judy?
Well, not quite like that.
Not quite, but you're not far off there.
Oh no, it's a real judge.
Did you guys did you do any in character discuss or anything before you continue?
Oh, I have no.
Nah, Alice is pretty traumatized. She's just still on the ground, slightly
Well,
crying.
I only had that one question, and that's really it. I'm not really worried about anything else.
Yeah, Bourbon doesn't have anything to add.
Barthon's not
Barthon!
here, so I hope he doesn't have anything to add.
Bar. Actually, I got
B.
one more thing I want to ask about to Isaac.
Yeah.
Do you happen to know how much closer we are to the Astral Sea now?
Well, distance is not quite how you'd imagine. I'm sure you
I don't
know.
imagine it's relative. Yes, but
Well,
say an amount of time. I guess maybe. Even that is also irrelevant. But you get what I mean.
well, what we have to do is we have to go through these trials. When we go through these trials, we can we'll officially be basically to the Astral Sea. There'll be a little bit more after that, from what I've heard. But once we finish the trials, I only have a little bit of knowledge about what to expect after that. And even I don't know what trials there are. We're going to just have to kind of figure them out as we go.
Okay.
sounds easy enough.
I'm gonna say this has been one of 3 trials. There's gonna be 3. I don't like that.
I feel like the only person it's gonna be easy for is Armin.
Yeah, most likely, yeah.
Well,
Why you gotta call me out like that?
the reason I said it was important for all of us to stay together beyond the implications of what most of you just went through is that whoever enters the door will be protecting the trials together. So you'll be, and he makes air quotes, you'll be judged together for better or worse. So
Ha. I wouldn't have
you'll face the trials together, and it's part of why it should be a little bit easier compared to just each of you going one at a time.
Pretty lenient on the judging to allow group judging instead of just individuals. But
not really a choice thing. It's just more of a loophole in the system, an unexpected loophole. This isn't something that's known about typically. This is it's not like something they allow. It's like I said, just a loophole.
Okay. I hear you.
All right.
Let us go ahead and proceed to the next one. We got no time to waste.
So he goes over the door. He kind of corrals you all towards the door, and he says, "All right, now I need all of you to hold on to each other in some way."
Well, how are we gonna do that?
I say we just hold hands.
Yeah, I would agree.
So how tall is Railed, Kevin?
He's 5'11", so just shy of 6 feet.
So I guess I'll hold Railed's hand. Is Alice taller than Barthon?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and then Alice will hold Railed's hand, and then Alice Barthon.
We'll go with that.
One sec.
So we're in a height order.
Okay.
Get the perfect image
'Cause I'm
for this.
6 foot.
Yeah.
So
I'm just an inch taller.
he kind of grabs onto Mempy. Sure, I just randomly chose the name, and then he opens the door, and the room around you goes almost pitch black for a moment, and when it's lit again with the dull grayness that you've grown used to, you see that there's the floor and walls and
It's
ceiling
lava.
are made of lava, and you're all dying.
Nice. Roll some sort of saving throw. I don't know what the hell it would be at this point.
No saving throw. Roll up new characters. It's 46. Drop the class.
4d6, everyone. What are you gonna get?
So
17 damage. Oh.
well, no, you got 15 for one of your stats. Good job. All right, so I'm going to describe the room real fast. As I'd said, the walls, floor, ceiling are made of stone. It's about...
All right, hold up. I lagged out there for a second. All I heard was the floor. And then I heard Kevin go, 4d6.
Oh, I said we're all rolling up new characters.
We're rolling new characters?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote
Everyone died. Everything's lava.
What?
It's just a joke. You're good.
Yeah.
So anyways,
joke. Yeah.
what I was saying is that the floors, walls, and ceiling are stone. The room's about a cube. Kevin, you would estimate it to be about 20 feet wide by 20 feet long.
Okay.
So it's your magic memory thing.
It's finding to be a nuisance to you, I think.
No. I think it's interesting.
Okay.
It makes me have to change up how I approach things a little bit, but the room itself is dim. But you see that there's an unlit brazier up against the wall behind you.
Okay.
So there's also randomly constructed shelves that are about maybe half a foot deep. Inside of the walls, like little alcoves. And then there's a statue of a man right in the middle of the room who looks to be wearing very heavy plate armor. He's looking at... he's turned towards the western wall. And I'm going to be pulling this up on the map in just a moment. Don't worry.
Okay.
He's looking into the western wall where one of the alcoves
Looks about right,
has a
Traven.
statue of a basilisk.
Oh. Okay.
There's a necklace of keys around the neck of the basilisk.
Okay.
I want the shiny key.
I'm pretty sure they all look very similar.
Let's switch over.
How do you know?
Roll perception.
Well, actually, are you guys still on this page? No, you're on this page.
No, we're on the village.
I don't know. They look all pretty similar, to be honest.
GG.
Did you say all the pages look similar?
all the keys.
For all intents and purposes, this one works out. So
This one is perfect.
This is all of Traven's minions.
Hey,
great.
that orange guy is mine.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's an orange one.
And you got the full-on stick war going on at the very bottom.
okay, so this is the. I'm gonna move all of you guys down to here. All right, and I'm gonna put the alcove that has the snake is going to be on right over here. That little like basilisk statue with keys around it.
Just like drawing stick man Jesus or something.
That was
This
all
one's-
you. That was not me.
No, there's a gray angel, like whatever, being drawn in the middle of my stick war.
GG.
Oh, okay.
There are
well,
there are no angels in war.
Angels
um,
versus
devils.
demons. They're not angels at all.
It's a stick
and then
Jesus.
there's an unlit brazier, which will be represented by fireball.
Jesus.
Oh,
And there's a door right behind it,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a
you get more
the
images.
door of the north end.
Right.
Still needs more images.
I can. It's very easy to add images.
It's just not.
I know. I know.
But, yeah, let me find it. But yeah, you're good to go.
Okay.
Dill, if you want, I have a shit ton of images I could just send you that I'm saving for the Tristram D&D campaign. I'll just send you them if you want to use them. It's a bunch of monsters and bullshit.
I mean, I can all look up basically everything through the thing. I'm just I'm generally not good at it.
I'm just trying to do like one thing for you, so that way it's less effort.
Gotcha.
less effort.
Yeah, here's this is actually a basilisk.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
immersion.
proper representation.
So yes,
And you say there are keys, like a what do you call it? A ring of keys on its neck or something.
correct.
Is it a statue? You said it's a statue, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Can you swing on the statue?
Well, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Hold up.
What is the actual size of the
Someone
statue?
roll perception besides me, because it's.
Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. The keys are not around the head of the basilisk. The keys are around the neck of the statue.
In the middle.
Of the
Yeah.
man with the plate body.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
But they appear to be melded to him.
So it's like they're one with him. Gotcha.
Wait a second.
Yes.
I can't be healthy.
I want to look at that statue.
What are you trying to get? So I'll just use.
I
So-
want to know if this statue reminds me of anybody.
Investigation.
Oh, okay. Might be.
And what are you rolling perception for, Kev?
Oh, it was just like the keys that were originally on the basilisk, but apparently are on the statue in the middle now.
Yeah, that'd be an investigation too. So, doing some investigating. You gather that the keys look like they were like
soldered onto the statue.
So it's not exactly that the keys were like soldered onto him, but it's more so that the keys, were, like, he was wearing like a necklace of keys around him.
So you're saying it's like a shell of the keys that were around him?
I'm confused.
I'm Confucius, yes.
I'm confused.
So, okay, let me pause it. This. So
as Confucius once said,
it looks like
never make
looks
war.
Like the statue was whatever like made the statue. It looks as if the keys around the necklace on the neck were made as part of the statue when the statue was made. It's not something that was added after.
Oh, it's just decoration then. Okay.
Yeah, it's just decoration.
Damn. So that means there must be keys elsewhere. Can I roll perception? Do I want to roll perception again to see if there's anything hidden that's like out of sight or something like that in the room?
Sure.
Did you guys all see the image I sent in Skype?
No, I didn't see a quartet of skeletons dancing around.
Skeletons all holding hands.
No, I didn't see that.
I saw it.
So, you notice looking around with perception. What other information can I give you? All those alcoves on the wall.
Yep.
There's only one, which is the one with the basilisk, that is has anything in them. Yep. The one with the basilisk is facing directly at
the statue.
The armored statue. Mm-hmm. The armored statue facing directly at the basilisk.
And that's it, right?
Fight?
That's really like
everything in the room.
All that I can give this that I haven't already given you in terms of perception.
Yikes, okay. Fair enough.
Is the statue made into the ground, or is the statue separate from the ground?
Separate from the ground.
Okay.
You want to see if you can push it towards the basilisk. Or how about you try pushing it so that their line of sight breaks first? How about we do that first? Let's try that.
Yes.
Okay.
Who has the highest strength?
Pushing? I'm going to need a strength roll from whoever's pushing.
Who's got the highest strength? Because I only got one.
I have 0.
I have 0.
Alice?
Do it. Everyone just like looks at Alice, I assume.
We just know you somehow have some superhuman strength. You're gonna try pushing.
She's like what?
You're gonna try pushing this.
I'm pushing what?
That thing in the middle. That.
Oh, you mean the armor knight?
No. Sure. Yeah. Pretend that he's just having a nice nap standing up right now. And just he kind of needs to move out of the way a little. That's all.
Isn't that mean?
Not necessarily. I'm sure he likes to move around in his sleep.
I'm not going into semantics with you, little girl.
Okay, I'll try. I don't know if I can though. And then she walks up, I guess, to the statue. I don't know if that even plays a role in this realm. Like
what, strength?
Yeah. Does it?
Yeah. It does.
All attributes already work? Okay.
Correct.
Because I can understand wisdom, all that, but when it comes to strength,
like
that becomes a little
physicality
weird.
Versus like mentality.
Yeah, because that's like your physical attributes in comparison to your mental. But
don't roll a crit fail though.
Just small little skeleton. Yeah, I'll knock the statue over.
Oh God.
Knock it over.
Are you knocking it over? Or are you pushing it away or what?
I'm pushing it one block upwards, so it's breaking its line of sight with the basilisk.
Strength.
Oh.
Oof.
Even with
you don't find yourself able to move it.
4 strength. Oh.
Guys, not that strong.
You can't be
Bartman's
serious.
gonna walk
You can't
up
be
and
serious.
try
Is
and
this
help.
realm not like? Does it have an effect on it?
Okay. Go ahead, Joe.
Sorry. I put put my character sheet away as we were doing it.
Nice.
Roll my strengthy boy.
How strong you are.
The strong boy. Very tough.
Yeah.
Very tough boy.
Let's try it.
Tough Scott. Oh.
Okay.
Now,
You're able to push it the block north. And as you
Nothing happens. As they say in RuneScape a lot, nothing happens.
nothing happens.
Fuck all.
as you do that, you see the statue slowly stop being a statue. The statue starts moving about. When you see it's a human male with keys around our necklace around his neck, wearing the armor. And he turns towards you without offering a smile and says, "Good job."
Good job. Oh, did we solve it?
Well, you're halfway there.
Halfway.
Would you like these keys?
Well, even I guess we do, yeah.
Do we move the basilisk out of your sight now?
He doesn't say anything to that, but he says, "So I have
A challenge for you.
a thing for you to do.
A challenge.
So what you're going to do are the four of you listening.
It's a riddle.
Yes.
Okay.
What?
Harmon,
Alice.
Yeah, I'm listening.
classic Harmon.
I'm sitting here listening. The statue came to life, and he's like, "Good job. You want to know what to do now?"
Good job. Now fight.
So he says,
Silence.
"I need each of you to decide privately which member of the group should die. So I need each of you to send me a message privately telling me who you think should be erased from existence between the four of you." All right.
Can we?
Cheery.
Can we? All right.
Nope.
No, I'm saying, can we consult with Isaac?
You cannot.
Is he not a part of this?
You. It's only between you four.
I send you my message
Okay.
on Facebook. That is,
Yeah.
just so you know.
The Facebook of the hero.
What's a Facebook,
What?
Wimpy?
Why don't you shut the fuck up?
No, if you're gonna call everything else out, I'm gonna call you the fuck out.
Fair enough. God, you're a little turd burglar. But I love you. I can't make a noise when I don't have any lips. I just realized that.
Jesus.
It just sounds like a clank.
Yeah, just the teeth just gonna.
It's like, hold on. It's like,
Yeah, that.
ooh, we voting off the island tonight, boys.
I don't.
Yeah.
You are the weakest link.
I mean, basically.
So I have half the group's responses.
Okay.
It's a tough fucking choice, alright?
I don't.
No, I know.
don't know
Take your
this- I don't
time.
know.
I'm just saying. So
Jeez.
far, I have Harmon and Traven's vote.
Is this an absolute vote?
I can't give any information that I haven't already given.
If we do this, do we get to continue?
Fucking knows, dude.
Dude, that's part of the game. Just make a vote.
How did he say it to us?
You're running the margin.
Yeah, how did he say it to us?
He said that out of you four, you must choose who will die.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I mean. I mean the tone of his voice.
No inflection whatsoever.
Just completely deadpan.
He does not care for your mortal lives. He has better things to do, like get turned to stone by a fucking basilisk statue.
Can we? Okay. I can't imagine we have to go along with it though. Can we?
Man, I'm gonna regret doing.
Oh no! Don't worry. I'm already regretting anything I'm putting down right now.
Alice is just kind of like looking at her fingers and she's like, "Oh wow, this is what my fingers look like."
Okay, I just need your response, Kevin.
This is painful.
Ooh,
Do it. Do it.
Ooh, this
Do
is
it.
so good.
Do it.
So good.
Do it.
Oh man, I can't even get over this. I'm
Are you,
sorry
hold
so
up.
much.
Are you won't tell
Do
you
it.
won't tell us who voted for who, right?
Who did?
I'm not going to say who voted for who.
Okay, but I'm assuming
I
there's
will say one thing, which is that one member of your party is going to die.
Whoa!
Oh no, there's a majority.
Why?
And my Lego car fell off my desk at an inopportune moment.
So
And
hold up.
the-
I want to know, Dill. Was there any way for us to actually discuss who to kill off?
No, this was completely independent of each other. No way to discuss.
No.
So, as you're saying there, the man turns towards Barthon,
Yo,
What?
who you watch fade away.
What? What?
Alright, which one of y'all motherfuckers voted for Barthol?
And then he says,
MP, I don't feel so.
he says, I need you three to decide amongst yourselves who will perish.
What? Excuse me.
What's the difference?
I roll insight here.
Who will
Now we're
perish?
just
Like the food?
So,
rolling insight, my boy. Is he telling the truth?
he seems to be incapable of not telling the truth.
Incapable of not truthing.
So I need Traven and Kevin's response.
Alright.
Harmon was quick on the draw.
Oh, I
Yeah.
can imagine, honestly.
Who do we hate the most?
I don't know how this is gonna go.
Surprised.
I want to make this a
I'm
tie.
surprised
I really
the
want to
first
see if we can
round.
make this a
I'm
tie.
always saying that because
So-
Dylan is my vote.
So, as you guys are sitting there, he nods, and you watch as thank you. You watch as Alice fades away,
I don't feel so
What?
good.
and so it's down to Kevin and Rayold and Mimpy, and he says, "Which of you two should perish?"
Fight.
Can I
I have a question.
I may or may not be able to answer this
Well,
question.
I'm gonna wait until this is over, whatever happens here, and then I'll ask, because I don't want it to interrupt
Yeah,
everything.
That's fine.
Come on, fight! I want to see two skeletons fight each other.
Well, apparently we can't do anything but answer, so it's like, ugh.
Take off your skull and throw it at one another.
Can we physically do that, Dill?
No. I
It's
need
like-
your response, Kevin.
Yeah.
Undead fights are the best fights.
Well, without being able to say anything, I guess I just have to just do that, right?
And so Traven just messaged me that he wanted to vote. So anyways, he nods and says, "Congratulations, you passed." And he disappears, and he's fall from where he is on the ground.
Hold up.
Joe and Traven, I need you to make new characters.
Alrighty.
No, I'm kidding. Alice
actually
and
about to-
Barthon
I thought.
come back. Thankfully.
When you said come back, I imagine like a game show host. You're like, Come back in the room now, guys. It was all a trick.
You definitely were one wrong choice from actually having the party TPK. So, on that note,
Hold up. I want to
oh my God.
ask. Okay, can we now know like how we voted here?
So I'm not going. So let me say, I'm not going to say who voted for who. I will say that votes changed for some people.
I was about to say what?
I will say this: the answer was to make a selfless decision.
Oh.
Since you're going to the Astral Sea, that's the deal. The choice was given for who you would kill.
Oh.
The correct answer was for everybody to choose
Yourself.
themselves. And so, if one person didn't choose himself, or two people didn't choose themselves, or three people didn't choose themselves, or if all four of you didn't choose yourself, then that means that we'd randomly see who perishes.
Good job. Good thing we all like each other. Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
yeah, we do.
So what was your question, Joe?
I was gonna ask what happened with what was going on with our friend there
Who, Isaac?
With
the
Isaac?
entire time. Yeah.
I mean, Isaac was also voting, but I didn't want him to be a factor in your thing. But,
Okay.
So I guess we.
so consider him like an accessory to like those kinds of things, but I don't want you to like take like, for instance, I didn't want you all to choose him or something just to take the easy way
So no,
out.
hold up.
kind of
I
thing.
actually do want like.
Yeah, I understand that.
I actually wanted like a. I don't know, like a re-explanation about it. Like the ones who were perished, quote unquote, was that because there was a majority vote to it, or is it just simply because one of us didn't choose ourselves?
It's just because one of you didn't choose yourself.
Okay, so it was that random. Gotcha. Okay.
Wow.
Well,
I'm not gonna say anything.
I'm assuming y'all voted for me.
So I'll just be outright. Alice voted for herself all 3 times.
The point isn't to say who you did or didn't vote for.
Yeah.
So
I just wanted to make that clear.
All right.
Well, that just helped me answer who voted wrong that second time.
So
Because, can I read the messages I sent you, Dill?
no, you cannot.
Please?
No,
They're
Come
really
on.
funny. They're very
No.
quick.
no, we're continuing.
Okay, fine.
So you have the key, and you have the door to the south. You have the keys on the ground.
I'll pick up the keys.
Okay.
Nobody was aiming to do
Nope.
it.
Not after that traumatizing experience.
Alice was like, so that's what it feels like to disappear.
Tell us, what did it feel like?
It felt like nothing.
Yeah. It's fair.
Okay.
All right. So, you guys want to continue through the door?
Boy, did we ever.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Do.
you enter the door. Your vision goes black for a second, and then it comes back.
It's almost as if it's a transition.
Let me. I'll draw this out after I say it. So, you see, in a diamond shape, there are not in a diamond shape. Sorry. From left to right, you see 4 tablets, and it's intricately detailed. The tablet that comes out of it's on top of a pedestal. And use similar perception. That way, I can just use your perception check to describe this.
Someone roll
Sure.
it. Someone roll a good one.
Do.
Roll a good one. Oh, okay.
Average.
Average it is.
Sorry. You see that each tablet has a picture and a word underneath. So the first one, if we're going left to right, and I'd recommend writing this down, like you kept. Left or right, the first tablet, you see the word Yoth.
What?
It's Yoth.
Okay.
No.
And
Yes.
Joe, you recognize that this is Dwarvish. And you recognize specifically that this word means, in Dwarvish, it means strength.
Okay.
And it looks like a forked path in a mine shaft. I mean, basically just a forked path, I guess, works. But specifically, it's meant to be a forked path in a mine shaft.
Okay.
Do you have a down, Kev?
Oh, I was supposed to write that part down. Whoops. Hang on. Dwarven for a fork in the path, you said?
No, it's Dwarven for strength.
Oh.
But it shows a fork in the path.
Okay. Shows fork in the path. Gotcha.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Okay. That's good.
Okay. I just scrolled down for the first time, and what the fuck just happened? Holy shit. Did not see all the stick figures. Okay.
That's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I see that.
Stick
So,
figure war.
does anyone speak Elven?
I do.
Okay.
Actually, yeah, Alice does too.
The second one,
I do too.
That's wow. All these Elvish boys.
I mean, well,
I speak
I don't
Dwarvish
speak
too.
it. She can't speak it, but she can understand.
Wow, you
it.
have an eclectic cast of languages. Jesus.
I
Jeez.
can understand all the languages with comprehend language, so it's okay.
Fair. The second one is MYTH.
Mythlo?
Yeah, that's and it, you recognize that it's Elvish and stands for grace.
Okay.
All right, and picture on it looks like a very thin fountain that has like two rounded arcs of water coming out of it. Let me draw that for you real fast.
Okay.
That'd probably make more sense.
I think I get what you mean.
So it's just like one word above each path.
On each tablet, yes. If you
Okay.
look at the top, the black thing that I drew is kind of how it looks. Sorry.
Ooh.
I guess I mean it'd make more sense for it to go
I
down
wish
more.
that Roll20 had a way for me to indent the damn things instead of like accidentally pressing enter and then just sending the thing.
Fucking it all up.
Yeah.
So,
turn that off. Let me look at that.
Does anyone speak Draconic?
Who the fuck has that loser language?
Oof. I mean,
Joe, do you have Draconic by chance?
Nope, I have Infernal.
I could. I mean, does this work?
I'll change this to Infernal real fast because I like that
as long as
better.
you can read it, that's fine, Kev.
Yeah.
Well, you recognize that this the third one is an Infernal. So
guess I'll
the
type
word
this out,
itself. The word itself is Krail.
Swear to Christ, if that was Brian slamming the goddamn door again.
You betcha.
Krail, you
God
said?
damn it!
It's a Crail.
Okay.
So Dylan, the tablets themselves, are they adequately able to be reached or touched?
Yes.
Okay.
The pedestals are about 3 feet off the ground.
Okay, just double checking.
Go on.
And Krail stands for, which you recognize if you know Infernal, means treachery.
Okay. Is that it?
Well, the picture on the tablet, kind of looks like. So if you were to go and, like, say you were hugging somebody, and you like grabbed a dagger and like swung around the shoulder, stabbed them in their back. It's the motion of the knife
Okay. All right.
representing treachery.
Depicts an example of treachery.
Yeah. And the last one.
You could also pick as, another example, someone buying a Dark Souls figure in front of you.
Oh, that's not treachery, man. That's friendship. What do you mean?
So the last word is in common. It's the one on the far right, and it's Alfred.
Okay.
Which means it symbolizes beginnings.
Hold up. What? Okay. Okay. Gotcha. It's the picture you said, right? Or is just literally the word? Okay. Gotcha. Never mind. What's the picture?
Well, the picture looks like it's a mountain, like a very rough approximation of a mountain. Like what a mountain looks like on old-fashioned maps, like a triangle, but without the bottom.
Huh. Okay. Yeah. Rough.
So it's flat?
Yeah.
Think of it as like, a triangle without the bottom, if we really want to just break it down.
Sure. This is going to be really messy to read. Oh, yeah, it's definitely messy to read. Oh, screw it. Yeah. Okay, well, let's do this the hardcore way.
You also just type it in Skype if you really want to.
Yeah, we could. I'll at least try to make a space out like this. And...
So Dylan, who voted for who?
Indeed, who?
Not getting it. Okay, so, anyways, yeah, there you go.
And so they're like just right there, huh?
Correct.
Wow.
Exactly how you see them right here.
I did not type it out
And
the way I
the
should
color,
have.
No, yeah, I said it was left to right.
Oh, whoops. I thought it was in the four corners for some reason. It's like, oh, okay. Rip.
Is Harmon still alive?
Yep.
Awesome. Joe, I know you're alive.
Yep.
Is he really, though? I mean, we're all technically dead, so...
You're right, I'm not hearing rat-a-tat-tat.
You assume that he's playing, but he's... I don't know, man. Anyways, that's it, right? That's all we got with these?
Correct.
Wow, this doesn't help us at all, does it now?
Are the tablets movable?
No.
Are they movable in any way?
Are they more like podiums then?
Yes.
Can we lift them out of the sockets that they're in?
No.
Can we do anything with them?
We can't move them.
We can't move them specifically. Okay, is there anything else in the room besides these four tablets and the podiums that they're in?
No.
Alfred.
Okay.
Use myself. Craig. Alfred. So it's just these, tablet things?
Yeah.
Correct.
There's nothing else apparently. So this is begin.
Well, there's four of them. There's four of us.
Do you feel like this befits us in some way?
Well, who's gonna die this time?
Yeah. Okay, how about we start?
Who has dragon ancestry? Okay, let's just get it out.
Whose parent fucked a dragon?
Okay, so
Yeah, who fucking did it? It's okay. We don't judge here. This is a safe space.
Well, I'm gonna assume that the dwarven is for Barthon over there.
How about
I don't believe so.
Marathon? How about you go over and stand next to that tablet that has Dwarvish?
I'd prefer to actually take a bit of a more educated approach on this rather than just going by language. Because if we're going to be honest here, common would be that of what humans speak primarily, so you would both have the same one.
You're not wrong there. However,
We don't know if Mimpy's a dude.
we don't know what Memphis really is, so.
Alice just
What are you
identifies
talking about? I'm a
Mimpy.
human, you idiot.
Alice just identifies Mimpy as a suit of armor.
Not once.
I mean, he has stated it in character multiple times that he's a
He
human.
has, but
My goddamn human, you animals.
You know what? You're right. You should definitely trust what our characters say. Absolutely, I agree with that.
yeah,
100%.
yes, correct. You should honestly just follow with that and never doubt your character's friends.
Maniacal hand
Right.
shuffle.
Jesus Christ, I don't know what can we do here?
Let's see. So there's 4.
Yeah, what strains a fork?
It's strange that there's 4 of them.
Treachery. I don't know. I
Well,
don't know how we would act these out or anything like that.
Dwarven for strength has a fork in the past. Oh, then
you grow up on a mountain, Barthon.
rounded arcs coming out
Well,
of it.
I'm a mountain dwarf,
Same
so
for treachery.
kind of. Well, a hill dwarf, actually.
Maybe the rough outline of a mountain is for you.
But the issue is, in no way, shape, or form do I myself identify as a strong individual. I would probably go more for the Krail, the depiction of treachery, because my family itself was completely pushed to the ground by another family.
And then Alice just kind of says, like, I mean, I think you're graceful, Barthon.
Well, maybe I'm the rough mountain outline then.
So, beside this room, it has these 4 pedestals with these 4 tablets, correct, Dylan?
Yeah.
It's not. We can't move them. We can't do anything with them. We can only read them. All right.
Is there anything behind them?
There is not.
Damn it.
Are they different heights?
Nope. All the same size.
Jesus.
Okay. What's the room like? Is it just a dark room?
It's a 20-foot by 20-foot cube.
Just a cube. Perfect cube. Perfect.
Yes.
Wonderful craftsmanship. Absolutely.
I mean, it's the afterlife. They have immaculate, absolutely perfect.
They have a huge budget.
They have unlimited budget, I presume.
Yeah, because they never have to worry about them being tired.
Jesus.
All right. Dwarven for strength. Spiritual grace.
Well, we gotta do something about this. Like, I could see maybe, a fork in the path. I feel like I think I could go with that because my parents have.
Maybe it's trying to make us choose a specific one by there being 4. And if you think about it, there are 5 of us.
Well, keep in mind that technically
yeah.
Isaac is like, think of him as like he fulfills what the role of the judge, quote unquote, would normally play.
Yeah, okay, I gotcha.
He's just our guide, basically, in a sense,
Yeah.
without
Okay.
judging us. So,
Can we consult with Isaac?
Well, maybe
so I'm gonna be
Fine.
honest. This is definitely assigned for each character. There's something here that's meant for each character, and there's like a pedestal, like the way it's shaped. Correct on it, like just is so like it allows someone to stand on it, right? Like to read it.
No, you can't really stand on it. Like it's the pedestal is just for holding up the tablet, keeping the tablet like up at a decent like level. That you could stand before it and read it. Like you don't need to walk up anything or stand on anything to do so.
Okay.
I'm gonna actually go to Alfred.
Okay.
I'm gonna place my hand on the tablet.
I'm gonna go
Okay.
to Krail.
I'm gonna go to Yoth.
I guess I'll go to Infernal. Oh wait, no, he went to Crow. I'll go to Mythio or Mythlo.
Okay. And you just place your hands on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, nothing happens.
Guess I'm not graceful.
Well, you seem to be pretty strong, Alice. You want to try taking this one?
I mean, I'll try Krell.
Okay. You guys are switching.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
I'll go. I'll switch with you, Kevin.
Okay, so I will go to Alfred then. Okay.
And we're all touching it. Nothing happens. Okay, guys, this is what
Sure.
we're gonna do. We're just gonna keep switching until we finally get the right order. All right. So now we got this order right now. Now I need. No, we're not.
This
How
is
about
futile.
one more thing before we keep switching? Since we're obviously not getting any feedback whatsoever thus far, why don't we all try
Acting it
to
out.
put our hands on Alfred?
All right.
Okay, let's see if that'll work. We are all now touching
I was
Alfred.
gonna say, like, acting out. How do we act? How does someone act like the outline of a mountain?
We make a mountain. We make a mountain.
So
Just grab some
I
dirt.
guess. So I guess making a mountain to me, like you would put your hands like above you. I guess, right? Is that what you're doing?
I guess, like YMCA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you put your are all four of you doing
But no,
that?
no, that's not what we're doing. I'm just saying we're all
No,
touching
no.
tablet.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm just wondering how to act that out.
okay.
You jumped to that.
Well, what I was saying, if you're trying to act it out, I would imagine like
Okay.
I guess doing like a child like triangle symbol.
Hold all your hands
It's
together
like putting
in the
your
center.
hands above your head, like in like a
Diamond.
like I guess mountain-esque shape above
A
you.
pyramid of sorts. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or maybe we just stack each other up like a pyramid.
There's only. I don't know how that would really turn. Well. Even then, it's only like a
Magic.
Yeah. Nah, never mind.
I mean, we could do, just for the sake of it, kind of like what Dylan was talking about, or at least what Kevin was talking about, really, is if we act out each kind of scene. Like for Yoth, for strength, shows a fork in the road, maybe acting like a fork, or going into the shape of one with your arms and then like your head. And then for Mythlo, you can just have like a thin fountain that has two rounded arcs coming out of it. Just like have your arms together and then split at the very top with your hands.
Then how do we do Krail?
Krail
Depicts
depicts.
treachery.
You could you could hold the podium with one arm and then have the other one behind it, kind of like if you were holding a dagger, because they said it depicts an example of treachery. So I'm figuring
All
like that.
right.
And then for Alfred, a rough mountain, kind of like, yeah, just like the mountain. Or because I don't know if anyone's seen Toradora, so I'm not going to use that example.
Oh, I
But
think I know what you're talking about. GG.
You know what I'm
GG,
talking
yes.
about.
Fantastic. God,
but
I wish that was a thing
just
here.
like do the
I
mountain
wish that was a thing here.
with your hands.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all I got.
So are you guys doing that?
Are we gonna
Sure.
try depicting it
Well,
like
can
this?
we try the first thing that was mentioned before all of this happened,
Sure, go ahead.
where we all put our hands on the thing and see what happens? Since there was no response to that.
Oh, I thought we did that, but yeah, let's
Yeah.
do it now then.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
thought we did.
So you all do that. Nothing happens.
Okay, finally an answer. Now we can do everything else.
All right, let's try acting it out, I guess.
So who's acting what out?
I like that.
Then tell me how you're doing it.
Oh.
I'll act out treachery with one hand on the tablet and the other hand behind my back.
Wait, what the fuck?
What?
Did you figure?
YM. YMCA.
Oh. Why didn't I see that now?
Holy shit!
Oh, I hate this. I hate you, Dill.
Why?
I said that, and I didn't even think. I didn't even think about what I was talking about.
Stand in
when I
front
was
of
saying
Krail and make a C.
Take me to
Okay.
the YMCA.
You see
Guys.
the tablet light up as you do so.
Dylan, what was your thought process when I just brought up YMCA out of nowhere?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Guys, I can only hold my skeletal arms so long like this. Can you make your letters and we can be on our way?
I do like this though.
Okay.
A bunch of skeletons. Yeah, let's do
All right,
this.
I'm gonna go for the Y. Just stand up and praise the sun. Just praise the sun.
I'll do
I'll do A.
And all the tablets light up, and you see a part of the wall open to reveal a door.
So are you telling me all the dead has to do YMCA?
So let me just say, so first of all, when Traven mentioned YMCA out loud, I had to mute my mic because I was fucking laughing to myself. Because and then I was like, why don't you just make a mountain shape? And then Traven's like, no, that's not it.
Well, because I thought like you were saying that, and I noticed that you just kind of jumped on it, and because as soon as I brought up the
it's just
shape,
like it's
you
some.
went into explaining
Well,
it. I was like,
yeah.
why is he explaining it?
Because I was going to give you a hit through Isaac in just a moment. So
Because it just felt so stupid. But then when I thought about the image of a bunch of skeletons making like poses, I was like, actually, I'm cool with this.
yeah, so I thought it'd be really funny, especially watching you guys come to the realization of it.
I just was staring at the words, and then once Kevin put them in order at the very bottom, I was like, why MC? So Kevin, if you didn't put them in that order of YMCA, like let's just say you said like MYA, whatever.
Yeah.
That probably wouldn't have got. I probably would not.
No,
have
we
gotten
would
it.
definitely not have gotten it unless Dylan would have told us a hint, like as in like in order, from left to right. He would just said like what each of these tablets were. But even then,
YMCA.
Joe, you've been pretty quiet. What are your thoughts on
he's
it?
fucking livid right now, man.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Tell us how you really feel.
Alice just keeps doing the A pose.
Okay, is anything else gonna happen while we're doing this, or is that it?
The door's open. You guys.
By all means, let's get on with it.
Let's keep moving.
Oh God.
All right. So, one moment.
Oh man, it's great to take puzzles at face value, right?
It's great to do it.
Yeah. And now we wait for the loading screen to go by. It's kind of long. It's kind of like a Bethesda loading screen, you know.
Fucking
you
Euro jank.
You see like clips from like your guys' adventure with like information like don't split the party, stuff like
You see
that.
little quotes at the bottom, and then
It's like-
this one quote that pops up. It says, "I just wanted water, Alice."
You enter the. You guys are continuing, I assume, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Okay, so you you enter through the door, and same thing as before happens. Your vision goes dark for a brief moment, and then it's back. And unlike before, you're not in a large cube.
Mhm.
You're in a small room. The walls are 3 feet wide, tight fit, and the length of this is 10 feet long.
Something tells me that there's a hole in between this and there.
4 feet wide. I apologize.
Can't do math.
And just doing a general perception check. The floor beneath you is stone. The ceiling is stone, and all the walls are stone. Because right behind you now, there's no door. In front of you, however, there is a brick wall. Everything else is pure stone.
And that's it. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, thinking.
Are there tracks across the ground?
There are not.
Is Isaac still here?
Isaac is still with you.
Is this our third trial?
Yes, it is.
Take me to the YMCA.
Hello? Is anybody there?
There's no response.
So what are we doing? I was doing something else.
Trying to figure out this stone.
Hey, at least I'm honest about it.
True.
I don't just fucking play it off.
True.
Trying to figure out this all stone floor, ceiling, no door room.
Everything, the walls, floor, and ceiling are all stone, with the exception of the wall directly in front of you, which is brick. It's the entire corridor that you're in is 4 feet wide and 10 feet long.
Yeah. So at the very end of
Everything's stone except the wall in front of us, made out of brick.
bricks.
Are there any torches in the wall, or are we just like seeing in the dark?
I mean,
It's just a general dim light.
it's a foggy, area, I guess, as always, right?
Oh, the clipping in this area is terrible.
Oof.
I'm gonna walk up to the brick wall.
Knock on it.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my hand on it.
The brick wall feels cold to the touch.
Move your hand around it.
I'm gonna push.
Actually,
just pushing it?
Alice
Wait,
is
hold on,
gonna
wait.
like.
One
Oh.
second. Are you pushing it, you said?
Want to do something
Yeah.
funny?
Okay. You feel pretty solid resistance. You know a lot about stonework. Go ahead and roll some history. I could maybe shed a little bit more general information about the brick.
Ooh.
I want to do something funny.
Oof. Rest in peace.
You recognize that this stone is very fresh.
Is that-
With that's that. Besides that, this brick. This brick is very fresh. They have knowing what brick is and knowing a lot about it. So it's. But besides that, it's gold. That's really all that's interesting. I just wanted to say that it's fresh.
It's almost as if it loaded in.
Can Alan break through it?
Can you what?
Can we try to break through it?
Yeah. Go ahead.
With,
What do you do?
You're just gonna run into
Alice
it?
is gonna roll. Alice is gonna roll strength roll.
Can I check the mortar?
She's gonna try and shoulder right into the fucking wall.
Oh,
I like this.
oh.
What do you want to know about the brick mortar, Joe? Real fast before
I want to
answer.
check and see how old it actually is.
Okay. I'll use your same history check. As you're investigating, Alice goes running, charging into the wall, bounces off the wall. The wall
Wow.
is perfectly fine. You recognize that the
Oh no!
mortar looks to be, you'd guess, an hour old. But here's interesting. Although it looks to be an hour old, it's the integrity of it seems to be that of maybe a year or two.
So if you guys,
And that's not something that the general person would notice. That you notice that because you know how mortar looks when it's drying and the interaction of it.
there we go. I tried breaking through the brick wall. I was gonna have Alice say, "Oh yeah."
You say, "Oh yeah," and then bounce.
That is not an Alice thing, but I gotcha.
I like to imagine Alice ran forward going, "Oh," and then slammed into it and went backwards.
no.
Just went, "No."
Nice.
Hmm.
Got
She's still
any ideas
pretty
there,
fucked.
Barthon?
Alice is still on the ground. She's
Well,
barely conscious.
It appears that this brick and mortar is showing some quite peculiar oddities in the fact that the brick looks freshly put up. The mortar as well does, but it has the integrity of that style of mortar that's been up for over a year.
Oh, That's...
And it doesn't look like it was put up more than but an hour ago.
So why would that be?
Which means it should be fairly easy to break through. That was only an hour ago that it was built, but...
Doesn't seem like it, huh?
But being the fact that it looks like it's aged a year in that hour means that it's going to be very difficult to break through.
Oh no.
Oh noes.
I'd like to check the mortar between the wall and the stone.
Okay. Okay. So I'm still going to be using your stone history check.
Yeah.
Looking between, it's really interesting because it doesn't look as if like the brick wall is like built into the stone framework. It looks as if the basically like it was like just magically superimposed there. Like somebody literally went in like a map creator and was like, I'm gonna put a brick wall here.
Oh man, that map creator.
They knew what they were doing, man. Oh.
Probably didn't. Breaking my immersion. So I'm curious. The spot that Alice tackled and the spot that Barthon analyzed, were they fundamentally different spots, or were they still around like the same amount of age that Barthon was talking of?
The entire thing is the same age.
Okay.
There are no discrepancies in terms of that.
Okay, I thought Alice just probably hit something. Just very
Does
unlucky.
the brick go from the wall to, or from the floor to the ceiling? Just out of curiosity,
Correct.
Gotta check. Okay.
Could you imagine if like I would have been like, yeah, there's actually a small bit you can crawl under?
Yeah, I would have been so fucking pissed. Well, I wouldn't have been because I didn't fucking ram my shoulder into it and possibly dislocate it. But
I'm okay.
To be fair, if Alice dislocates her shoulder, I mean, she's a skeleton.
We could see how to fix it.
That's all I got.
You know.
Pop it back in.
I actually want to go up and walk to it and then like put my hand on there as well.
I was gonna say, why don't we dig a hole?
Okay.
I do too. I want to do what they're doing. Just put my hand up against the brick.
So you say it's cold to the touch, right?
Yes.
Can
I mean, chill to the but yes.
But, well, it's colder than the ambience of the room.
Correct.
it's wall temperature to the touch.
Yes. So if I move my hand around it, is there any change in temperature?
No.
Not at all.
Not at all.
What about the wall to the side instead of the brick?
The wall feels a little bit warmer, but like you guess a couple degrees warmer. Let's say 5 degrees Fahrenheit warmer. Yes.
Dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole.
Give it a try.
I mean, try to.
Yeah, give it a try.
Alice is still like dazed.
Sure.
What's the floor made of?
Stone, right?
Stone.
Yeah.
Okay. Try digging a hole.
Dig a hole, dig
Try
a hole.
smashing
dig
a hole
dig a
through
hole.
the ground.
Oh, are you rolling strength for that to dig that hole?
For me? I'm not doing anything. Alice is on the ground. Alice
Are
is
you
just
on,
kind of
are
staring.
you on the ground going dig a hole, dig a hole, dig a hole?
Alice is, yeah, because
Oh,
what
God.
I'm actually trying to make an excuse for is that when she ended up tackling, she hit her shoulder, but she also hit her head when she landed back on the ground. So now she's kind of in a daze. She's just laying there.
Okay, then.
It really hurt.
Are there any holes?
Can I try chipping away at the mortar?
No holes, and are you just gonna tip away with like your finger kind of thing?
Yeah, just to see.
Yeah. Go ahead and use strength, but there are no holes, Kevin.
Not even like little pores in the mortar?
No.
Shame.
Perfect.
This is a very
Absolutely perfect.
seamless job. You would guess that like, with the exception of maybe the most like some of the best dwarven craftsmen, nobody without magic could achieve this level of perfection.
So there is magic at play here. That's clearly obvious. But
You could always roll Arcana.
is it made of it does have magic in it.
You
Magic
you sense
border.
transmutation magic.
It's just transmutation magic.
I'm
Very.
gonna try.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. No, continue. Go ahead.
The transmutation magic is very heavy around the brick wall.
Sounds about right.
Nowhere else in the room.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Okay. I'm gonna try pushing on every single brick individually.
Okay.
Dig a hole, dig a hole,
So
dig
you
a
spend
hole.
some time pressing on every single brick. Nothing happens, unfortunately.
Can't be
Dig a
another.
hole,
Can't be
dig a
another
hole, dig a hole.
group thing, can it?
Where am I?
Because it's specifically 4 feet wide, and
The only thing is, so after Dylan did the dumbass YMCA thing, the only other thing I could think of walking into this room is she's a brick. Ow.
How?
Oh,
I don't
But
get
I
it.
don't know how that would have any relevance to this whatsoever.
but like
I don't get it.
something. It would be some. It would definitely be something that Dill would think of, like, oh, this would be a great pun, wouldn't it, or something like that. Just hidden in plain sight, and we don't know.
this would be a great conclusion to my
I'm
ultimate
gonna
riddle.
walk back to where we entered at,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try and I'm gonna check the wall there.
Okay. What are you trying to find out?
I'm just gonna push on the wall.
Okay. It's pretty solid. Just as solid as the rest of the
It's a
room has
wall.
been.
It's a wall. It's a brick wall.
So Alice gets up. She's not dazed anymore. She starts. She's wondering where she is again, and then she looks down. She sees her skeleton legs. She's like, "Oh yeah." And then she gets back up, and then she goes by where the brick wall is. She like slightly kicks the wall because she's kind of mad.
Nice.
And then she ends up kind of doing what everyone else was doing. She inspects. She's basically like going from left to right on the brick wall, touching like every individual brick.
Just like what Joe did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dylan, are we gonna hate you when we figure out what the thing is for this?
Probably
No.
unrelated. The afterlife is just one big joke.
It,
So
it's
these
not.
trials.
No, it's not unrelated. Kevin, how long would you estimate that the group has been in this room? Throw out a number.
Are we talking real time or this time? Or
Yeah, real time.
oh no, I'd say it has been a good 20 hours already.
No. I
Okay.
meant real lifetime. It's been about 10, 15 minutes. Would you say?
Yeah.
What?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
now that period of time has passed, along with the combination of efforts that you've provided, Barthon, right in front of you as you're like looking at this wall, you see some warding kind of light up in the wall. Wasn't there before.
Oh no.
And it says, "Keep your eye on the wall." It's on the stone wall that you're right in front of right now, right in the middle of it.
Keep your.
All right, I'm gonna turn around and look right at the brick wall.
Oh, now hold up.
Okay.
It said keep your eye on the wall.
Correct.
Eyes.
Does only Barthon see this?
All of you see this.
So-
and nothing. When you turn around, Barthon, nothing happened.
I'm gonna close my eye and look at one eye or close one eye and look at the wall.
I'm gonna do the same.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
Alice
open
turns
both my eyes.
around. She looks away from the wall, and then she starts walking backwards.
Wait, what? Repeat all of that again.
So Alice looks away from the wall, like
Away
so the
from
brick
what wall?
wall, the brick wall.
So she looks
So
towards the
she's
right.
opposite. Yes. So she is away from the wall. She right now the brick wall is behind her,
Okay.
and she is walking backward.
Okay. You walk backwards and you go through the brick wall. There's a door on the other
Okay.
side.
Cool. Alice turns around and just like kind of like okay.
All right. I'm gonna do the same.
Okay.
Okay. Rinse and repeat.
Are you two, other two doing it?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Well, you're on the other side. There's a door there.
It's been like 10 to 15 minutes. It sounds like it's been like 20 hours in real time. Gotcha.
That was a fun one.
Yeah. Keep your eye on the
Beat you,
wall.
Dale.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, so this one,
Just
so
blatantly lie to us like that.
I want you to know at one point I was gonna sit back against the wall.
Would that have done anything though if he sat?
if he
I
would have been,
I would have fallen through it.
if he was looking at the, yeah, then yes. I actually gave this puzzle to my other group. I was kind of interested to see how you guys would handle it.
Were they
Would you
better than
better?
us?
They did.
They did get through it faster, yes.
Man,
Um,
we do so many puzzles. We are just so great, man. Oh,
I think Carrie got it within within 2 or 3 minutes. Weirdly enough. So, but that doesn't matter. So Isaac says before you guys go on this next door, he says, "All right, everybody. This right here, this next one should be the last door to the last trial, from what I've heard.
should be, huh?
So, it's very
Just
imperative."
out of curiosity, where do you hear this from? Because I'm assuming everybody who goes through here
Doesn't count.
gets put in their respective area.
Yes. There are some people who don't exactly get the response that they'd like. So, how much do you know about the goddess How much do you know about the goddess Nufani?
The goddess of Nufani. Did you say-
Not a terrible amount.
She likes things to be a little bit chaotic. So, from time to time, she kind of leaks out information.
All right, who is our chaotic players here?
Howdy.
She's a big fan of just mixing things up, keeping things new.
Keep them spicy.
And,
Gotcha.
She, from the source I spoke to, she released him, gave him after he went through the trials, and told him to go spread the word. And well, he I decided to invite.
Don't tell anyone how to solve the brick wall.
Well, I mean, the puzzles themselves are different for everybody. But
Travis so salty.
Tell them about the puzzles, but don't tell them how to solve the brick wall.
No, the brick walls,
I mean,
man.
you guys solved the first puzzle with the basilisk and everything, which kind of also had that whole choosing who died. So that's exciting.
Who said who?
And then you did.
Wait, does he know all the answers to who
no.
chose? Oh, okay.
And then you did the second puzzle.
That we did, yes.
This is the
You know
fourth
what this
puzzle.
is starting to feel more like? Saw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely kind of
A
see
little
that.
bit. Anyway.
But this one should be the last. Don't know what to expect, but be careful.
Dill,
As long as everything goes well, we should be clear.
I want to hear
Alright.
how many hours has it been like that we've been in the afterlife now?
Within the trials, you've been in here for 9 hours plus the other hour from Ironman, so you're at 30 hours left.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
So, you guys want to continue?
Yeah. That's really our only choice.
No, let's go back. Let's go back. I don't think this is worth the trouble.
If you'd like, I mean,
Fucking kill myself. No, I would keep going forward. I don't even give a shit. All of you can go back. I'm going forward. I
okay.
ain't got time
So
to waste on you.
this is really exciting.
Oh, is it always?
So you enter the next room. Blackness for a brief second, and then revealed before you, you see a total of 8 podiums. Each of them made of glass.
Well, it's the same thing, guys.
The four on the
Hold on
left.
now. I gotta warn Mimpy here. Don't break anything.
Is Mimpy,
Fair.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, the 4 podiums on the left have your names in alphabetical order, being Alice, Barthon, Mimpy, Rayold. And then the other 4 have names that you don't recognize.
Oh, no, we do not.
They're kind of, they look like the letters are all scrambled up, but you see before you there's an automaton standing on like past the podiums with a bow tie and holding a microphone.
No.
The automaton says, "Welcome, welcome, welcome." Come take a stand at your podium.
All right. Mimpy walks up and stands at his podium.
Why does this have to be a...
Alice is flustered. She doesn't really know. Like, what?
Why do we have to do a fucking quiz show?
Walk up and
A
say,
quiz what?
It's one of those trivia things that I see so often around town where they ask you a bunch of questions and shit.
What's that device he's...
I don't know what that is either, but I'm not going to find out. Let's just go ahead and just follow this through this.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're all going to stand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Do we have to stand at our podiums?
That's up to you, I guess.
Will he just call us by like the name on the podium, even though it's not us?
Probably not, but maybe.
GG.
Nah, I'll stand at my own podium.
Are you sure?
Yeah, are you
Yeah,
really
for
sure?
I don't want to make it that difficult.
All right.
Hey, Alice, standing at
All
Barthas.
right, everybody. Thank you for coming to the afterlife. Let me ask, how long have you been interested in dying? And he holds the mic out towards your group. Trick question. Nobody really wants to die. So, let me ask, why are you here today? What led you here? And he kind of holds out towards Alice first. Great! And then he holds out to Barthon.
To see my friends.
Superb! And he holds out to me.
I just came to win money.
All right.
Just to see some nice views, I guess.
Wow, you have really shit taste. All right. So, what's the name of the game here? It's Death Time. Death Time with your host, Aubrey Schrodinger. So,
You're what?
none of your business. And he turned the other 4 podiums fill with people. You've never seen you've never seen these skeletons before.
No, they look
but
look like skeletons. I don't know. They look very familiar. Skeletons, right?
Look familiar.
Skeletons. I'm just
The
kidding.
4 other people basically take up spots at the other 4 podiums. And Aubrey says, "All right then, everybody. So here is the name of the game. Each of you will write down your decision for the questions I give, independent of each other. And then we'll see what happens." Super exciting. Worst case scenario, you perish forever. How exciting. So, here is the first question. You, and he gestures to you 4. All of you committed a crime. Let's say, what's a fitting crime? maybe you faked your own deaths and got to the ethereal plane illegally. What a crazy idea! So, you did this thing. Not a good thing. And then he turns to the other four and says, wow, let's see, what did you do? Maybe you committed mass genocide? No. We'll say for all intents and purposes, you guys also got here through illegal means. Now, here's the interesting thing. Let's say I'm the judge of this situation. How exciting.
It kind of is at this point.
So, we don't really have enough evidence to truly convict both of you. But
Excuse me, what?
maybe we can cut a little deal. If one of you, one of your groups, gives me the information about what really happened, we can kind of sweeten the pot a little bit, send you on your way a little bit faster.
What you see, what happened was.
Here are your choices. You can either not say anything or say something. How exciting. All you have to do is tell me which person committed the crime, and the other, the names on the other four podiums become available. And you see it's Amy, Bob.
Nice names.
Yeah. Michael,
Tommy.
and no.
Snips the
And
dancing gnome.
And what?
Raymond was the last one. And he says, so it is up to you. I need each of you to message me privately and tell me whether you are staying silent or if you are testifying against the opponent. And then you hear the Jeopardy song.
I spelled it wrong, but
Okay. I got 2 responses so far. Oh, and don't forget, the other 4 will also be testifying or staying silent. How exciting!
very
boy.
exciting.
Oh boy!
Having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Okay. I just need you, Joe.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
All right. So, let's shuffle the cards a little bit, and you just see him just stand there for a second. And there's just silence for a moment.
And then blackness.
Loads in new
And then
textures.
Loading screen over.
All right. So this is interesting. So this so here there are 3 outcomes that we can have here. If both of you remain quiet, then both groups can continue on. If one group betrays another group, then the group that is betrayed, loses. But if both groups testified against each other, well, you're both shit out of luck.
So it's the prisoner's dilemma.
You are correct. So this will be interesting. So we're going to see. Evens will be they don't testify. Odds, they do
Fuck.
testify.
Wow! That's
So your group, by the way, is testifying because at least one of you made the decision to testify. So,
Which one of you string bean motherfuckers testify?
all right. So, do you remember what I said?
nope.
You don't remember like what I said evens and odds are?
No, you said
I thought you said odds where they testify.
That's I don't remember. It's like was it evens or odds that they testified in?
Evens they testify.
Are you doing that just because they got evens?
No, it's and so, he says, "Ah, shucks, that's a real tragedy. So, wow, this is it. Well, I guess we're gonna have to just send you through some more trials. Oh man. Well, you guys have fun with that.
What?
Both the groups failed the challenge because at least one of you testified.
Fuck
So-
you, Bob, you snitch.
I don't care who it is, still, but name someone on the other group that tried to testify us.
It was Amy.
Fuck you,
that
Amy.
fucking bitch snitch.
God damn it.
Yeah, I thought that was fun.
Great. More trials.
What?
More delays.
Man, I'm so excited.
Fucking hell.
Somebody messed up. Now we can do more stuff.
Why did you have to testify, people?
I-
Why?
Why?
Well, if we didn't testify, we were gonna die anyway. Because he's
Fair.
Yeah.
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 I mean, yeah.
I
Technically,
Yeah,
whoever-
but also really, who fucking testified? It's people we don't know.
Oh.
I don't know, man.
Well, it wasn't fucking me.
Oh, that's weird. 'Cause everyone's made a comment about who testified. So what the fuck?
All right, maybe I had some words to say.
Jesus.
Listen, Minty would have sold those fucking rat bags. Let's be honest.
I wouldn't blame you.
Minty is a big mouth.
Yeah, maybe.
But oh god.
Anyway, more trials, yay.
Can you tell us how many more trials at least?
Fucking 12 labors of
I cannot.
Ah. We're gonna use up the remaining probably 25 hours that we have left or something. Oh. We should make duplicates of the herb somehow. We should have just done that, really.
I mean, to be completely honest, he may have not actually punished us if none of us testified. He'd have been like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
you're in the right and the testifiers were in the wrong.
Yeah, if nobody testified, then everybody would have been fine.
No, that's not what I mean. If they would have testified and then against us.
And
Yeah,
Like-
if they, yeah. So, I mean, they're damned to hell. So that's exciting. JK, they're not because they're in the same situation as you. But that was interesting.
No, they're
Interesting.
basically in hell.
All right, so let's walk through the door and go into the next fucking trial.
And they, the Aubrey just kind of waves as you pass by.
Someone give him the middle finger.
No, I'm gonna wave at him back.
Alice waves back.
Okay.
Minty just keeps walking.
Rayo continues.
So I have a
walking.
question. Once we get these trials over, are we gonna have to do this shit over again?
To get back out.
Dylan doesn't fucking answer. Okay.
That means yes. Yes, we are.
Okay. Yeah, we're getting through these.
Or we might get that Deus Ex Machina elevator out of hell.
You now have my full.
You know
and
what?
Undirected.
You want to just
attention.
go walk all the way out of hell? I'll never give you an elevator again.
It's a long staircase. You sure?
It's a long staircase out of hell.
I
Guys,
need
we gotta
fucking
get my
exercise,
soul.
alright? Don't judge me.
Mempy, stop thinking only about yourself. God.
If I die, you all get killed too, so. Don't see how it's
Okay.
selfish to look out for myself
Okay, we
when literally all of you are on the line.
can't argue with that logic, but still.
Still, don't
Oh,
be selfish.
apparently Alice can.
No, I'm actually talking more out of game. Alice is really silent most of the time
Mm.
as a character.
What a silent bitch.
She's thinking of this.
Ooh boy, hi.
Man, Wimpy went
Boy.
from loving Alice to absolutely hating Alice.
Absolutely hating Alice.
Ugh.
That was really quick.
Ugh.
That was out of game.
Oh.
You said it as Wimpy.
I don't differentiate sometimes. I'm an actor.
That's
All right. All right, next trial.
Okay. So, I'm just trying to decide because I have a couple options available. I'm trying to decide which one I want to do.
How about we
trials
don't and we just go straight to the Astral Sea? That'd be a good idea.
Yeah, but
Don't
some...
put a kid in a
But I don't
fucking
know how to
candy
swim.
store.
Just roll the dice.
Just roll the dice, yeah.
Do a rolla of the Diceroo.
Dice-a-roo!
Rolls a d4.
Yeah, food.
The 0.
Get a 0. What? How?
Okay, we'll do this one.
Oh boy.
Okay. So, you open the door. You see the brief black, and in front of you, you find yourself in a room that is it has 7 walls.
Oh, it's a heptagon. Nice.
There's a statue in the middle, made of stone, of a 7-armed woman holding 3 arms up in the air with her palms held upward, and then 4 arms at her waist, held outward with their palms upward as if to hold something. Engraved on her chest, crudely, and with a sharp tool, is the phrase, "Give me many lies or die." On the floor are 7 circular tiles, numbered 1 to 7, strewn about. These are small tiles that you could pick up. Each one's about like a foot long at its largest. Numbered 1 to 7, like I said.
Uh-huh.
So she has 7 arms, right?
Correct.
She has 3 arms in the ceiling and 4 arms outward.
3 to ceiling, 4 arms outward. Yep, around their waist. Kind of like, yeah.
It's you can. It's an offering, I guess. You could just put something on those hands.
Correct.
And you said the inscribing said, "Give me lies or you die."
Give me many lies or die.
Do the walls have any numbers on them?
No.
Just the floor.
Do
What
her
about her
hands have
hands?
any numbers on them?
They do not.
What about the face? Is she pretty?
It's all smoky.
Very
It's very smoky, actually. I can't really tell.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm sad.
I'm gonna pick up number 7 and put it in her hand that's facing. What direction are her hands facing?
Would you just say cardinal directions?
The four hands outward are pointing directly in front of her towards the south. The 3 hands upwards are just pointing towards the ceiling.
Okay.
Oh, the entire room is stone.
Where are the numbers at?
They're all around her, right?
They're just scattered about the room.
Oh.
So Dylan,
Yes.
for the numbers, is it just like a set of 7 numbers and that's it, or is it just like multiple?
1 through 7.
And it's just
Is it
1 through 7. There's not duplicates of each number,
Is
right?
it randomly about, or are they actually in order from left to right or something like that?
They're just randomly strewn about.
Oh.
I will say that where they're at right now, there is nothing on the actual room.
I'm gonna go grab number 7 and put it in one of her hands.
Which hand?
One of the ones that's facing the south.
Okay, which one?
I don't fucking know.
Just tell me left. Like if you're looking at it, just tell me left to right. Okay. You place it there.
Yep.
Go grab. Wait, hold on.
Give me many lies or you die. 4 hands, all facing south.
I'm gonna pick up 1, 3, and 5, and also put them in all of her hands that are facing south.
Okay. You hear a click.
And then 2, 4, and 6 in her other hands.
All right. Good job, Joe.
What?
That's pretty good.
I feel like you may have seen that before.
I have not.
What gave you the idea?
I don't get it.
I
odds
went
and
and I put
evens.
7 in, and nothing happened. And I'm like, what does 7 have to do with the rest of all the other numbers? And I'm like, wait, there's an odd amount of numbers.
Even then, it's just like...
And how many odds are there from 1 to 7?
Yeah.
And there's
4.
1, 3, 5, and 7, which is 4. She has 4 hands facing south. And 2, 4, and 6 are the only evens. She has 3 hands going up.
But it's
So
like...
that's the only
Okay,
fucking...
wait. So you solved the puzzle, but that's not the actual... Like, you got them in the right direction, like they're where they're supposed to be, but the way you went about it is like... Well, so the 7, 1, 3, 5 is meant to, like, say lies.
Oh! Wow! You just have sheer luck then, Joe.
The top 3 don't matter, but I think that is ridiculous that you just...
That's funny.
Unbelievable.
That's really funny.
Fucking
Because like
incredible.
you like started to explain it, I was like, okay, yeah, and then you just went like way off, and I was like, I mean that works, but no.
That's why I was like, how does that make sense? It doesn't make any sense. It's like,
Yeah, because I was silent because I was trying to think of like if we were supposed to spell something with the letters, with the numbers.
Yeah, that's why.
But then once I thought about the odd numbers up top and then the even numbers on the bottom, considering like how many numbers that we have allotted to us, I was like, maybe I'm just overthinking it.
yeah, no, and
then like the numbers at the top, like say like you put it in 246, it'd be 246 lies. Like, get it? Give me many lies.
or 642, but you know.
I don't know
I'm
about
mad.
I don't know about that. I don't think someone would get that quick. The lies I got.
But the top didn't matter.
That's an example.
That's the whole
That's
thing.
an example, I guess.
Yeah, like whatever you put at the top, it still represents a large number, as long as like 2, 4, and 6 were the ones up there.
Or maybe 246 lies isn't enough lies, I guess, or something like that for.
Yeah, no, I wasn't gonna do that.
Or,
It was
I
just,
don't know because.
Yeah, if you got the lies and then put the rest up top, like that's it, you're good. Because then it's 246 lies, 462 lies, 624, whatever.
Not enough lies.
Well, then I would just assume it would be the biggest number that you would get out of that order.
But the thing is, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I know, but the thing is like we don't know that until we solve the puzzle.
Well, Joe did it by sheer coincidence.
I know.
I
And
get
Joe
it.
did it by coincidence, which is great.
Yeah, I just
Moving on.
grabbed 7. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I just grabbed 7. I'm like, I don't know. Let's see if this fucking hurts me. And I threw it on the bottom.
Yeah, you are actually going. If you would have put things in the wrong direction, you would have had to make a roll because you were going to take damage. But that doesn't even matter.
GG, I guess we did that. Well, Joe basically did that in like 5 minutes.
That's awesome. Okay, moving on. Next trial.
Moving.
I have a point of inspiration for that bullshit.
I'll give you a point of inspiration.
Jesus. Dump.
Moving on.
Just out of
moving on.
curiosity,
Gotta
did
move
the other
on.
group have to do that?
No.
You should definitely make them do it.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Fuck me.
Moving
Like
on,
fucking one
moving on.
button.
Okay, so, here is a fun thing.
Oh, isn't it always?
I'm really excited for this. You guys want to enter the door?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's.
So you enter the door, the brief switch of black, and then out, and you're in a much larger room than you've been in previously, and you're on a balcony, like a balcony almost. And next to you is the automaton you had seen previously, Aubrey, but Aubrey is now wearing a mustache and a conductor's hat.
Choo choo, motherfuckers.
Uh-huh.
And he says, howdy again. I see you got here pretty quickly, I guess. I don't really know how time is, but
How long has it been,
are
Joe?
you excited? It took only 30 minutes for that. So
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
You're making pretty good progress. He says, if you can decide this amongst yourselves, it's all set. We'll get you streamlined through. So you may have heard this before, but this is a little bit different. And he gestures beneath him, and you see in the large room train tracks appear.
If train A is going 10 miles an hour.
How what? This
What?
So the tracks, you see a train just kind of sitting at one end, and the tracks at one point split, and you see on one part of it there are two people,
Oh,
and then
it's the
on the
fucking
other part,
one. This is
there are six
it's
people.
the stupid train problem. Fucking
Now.
hell.
Here is the thing.
The train's coming.
On the side
down.
with two. Barthon. What's that girl you're sweet on again?
Son of a fuck.
That's her name.
Son of a fuck.
No, she is there, and also, Kevin, your, sorry, Traven, your father is lying on the tracks on the side with you,
Huh?
and then on the other tracks, Kevin, both of your parents are there,
They're just smiling. I'm like, ah.
and Harmon, you have you see four friends of yours, I mean, just like childhood friends that you have, on the tracks next to Kevin's parents on the side of 6. So he says,
Do I know these friends by name, or are they just friends?
yeah, hold on, let me get my notes real fast.
Do I know?
Dude,
Sorry.
Are you pulling outlaws from my old gang?
Seeing as how everybody else
Is having
in
their like.
It's
the group has somebody
I just like
relevant to
to
them,
know
I would say yes.
It's your mom. It's your dad. It's your
I mean, you don't really
loved
have too many important people in your
Four
life.
friends.
I
mean, your MP is a little.
I'll just give them names. One of them is Tonka, Babar, Dorf, and
No, not
I can't-
Dor.
I can't remember. I don't know. I guess you could choose whoever the fourth one is, but
Wow.
I'll give you that. But I mean,
It's
you
a
don't
big
really
bag of
have-
money. It's
you're
a
actually
big bag of
close
money.
to.
If you don't act right
Guys.
now, it's gonna get run over.
We can't let Dorf die. He's theoretically mentally challenged.
Theoretically, mentally
What
challenged.
the hell does that mean?
What?
Well,
so here's the
in
exciting
terms
thing.
of my gang, all he could say was Dorf.
So here's the exciting thing. Here is the exciting thing. Whichever decision you make, those people will actually die.
In real life.
Your actions will have consequences. So
Son of a
I'm
fuck.
going to let you guys decide how you want to figure that out. Take your time. I'm gonna have some.
Wait, can we hear
macchiato.
the people on the?
No, they're bound to gag.
This
So we just hear like.
Yeah.
they seem to be smiling deep down inside as if to try and get us to.
They're not smiling. They are very clearly in fear.
I wonder, Dill. Magic.
I mean, you can
So
always
wait.
roll insight if you'd like. Yes, they are your actual parents, Kevin.
How the fuck does that even make sense? How are they dragged into this?
Guys, I think this is some sort of trick. I think what we got to do is sacrifice the fewer amount of people.
For all intents and purposes, these are like our significant like others that we value. So let's just kind of go from there.
Aha.
Let's see.
Hold up.
So like, then what's the main decision? What are we just
Who
deciding?
dies?
Which group dies?
Oh,
Which group does? Hold on. Who's on the other side? You say it was Alice's father and Barthon's. Did you say girlfriend? Okay. Yeah, this would be pretty bad, still, nonetheless, wouldn't it?
The entire reason for Barthon going on this journey to begin with is his girlfriend. Otherwise, he would have never left home.
Nice.
Well, when we're alive, we can go back home because I can't let Dorf die. I don't give a shit about Tonka or Romble or Babar or Romble for that matter. But I can't let that goddamn. I can't let him
theoretically retarded.
Dylan, can they see and recognize us from this distance?
Oh yes,
We're
most definitely.
skeletons. How would they know?
That's true. They don't.
They know that.
How do they know?
Damn it.
Hey, guess what? They were kidnapped. They can assume we're involved.
Ah, true.
Oh, man, there's so much Alice stuff that's just making me laugh inside a lot. But okay,
I'll
so
do absolutely anything.
no, there's a lot. There's a lot of lore stuff.
Oh,
Anything
isn't there always a lot of lore
to
stuff?
to keep my girlfriend alive. Anything, everything.
Hey, Mr. Train Conductor Man.
Yes, sir. How can I help you?
Take
While
me
you're
in
sipping a
place
macchiato.
of my friends.
Not how this works.
My asshole.
That's not how this works.
You have to take that armor off first.
Yeah, that you have to do.
Can't take the arm. Wait, am I still in my
He's
arm?
not wearing it.
No. You know what I imagine when I think of Mimpy? Like when we're in this plane, is like we don't even have the skeleton. It's just like a ghostly image of his armor.
GG.
It's not like an actual skeleton.
No skeleton, man. Just armor.
It's just the armor, and it's a really weird feeling. We don't question it. So we just have to choose one, and then they die.
Yeah.
Basically,
Somehow there's more
Yep.
to it.
Tell
You
me,
have to
man,
just-
There's something more to this.
is saving all of the people that you have over there truly worth it?
I
They
mean, I
have
don't give a
meaning
shit
in
about
their
the other
lives.
three, but
Let me tell you, Barthon. If you have to search for your parents for more than 10 years of your life, still wanting to see their faces again,
I'm not asking about yours. I completely
what a mama's boy.
understand that you want to see your family again. I really do. But
is
I'm just trying to come up with the best solution.
this is
The
a
only
group
one that
deal.
comes to my head is the one that hurts me the most, and I'm trying to find a better solution than that.
To answer your question, Traven, it's majority vote. I need the majority vote of whatever the decision is.
oh damn, that would have created. That definitely would have did some stuff. I've been cool with it. All right.
Well, because if it was
Unfortunately-
like the first person who said it, or like one person
Well, like
did it.
an actual decision, not one that we're just simply talking about it.
No, I know,
Uh,
but the specific the reason that I want you to talk about it because it is meant to be a tough decision because there are lasting consequences.
Okay. Hmm.
Conductor, I want to ask.
Yes, sir.
You say that they will face imminent death. Are they coming here?
No, they are being immediately sent to the Underdark.
The Underdark, even though if they haven't done anything that results in such consequences?
Correct.
You are.
Oh wait, so they're just being sent to the Underdark.
Yeah.
To perish forever.
You are.
No, okay,
Because-
this still works with mine then. All right. That still works.
Does it?
Honestly.
You weren't here when we talked about the Underdark. If something's sent there, like it's not coming back, basically.
I don't.
I will Dante Inferno my way to the fucking Underdark.
Yeah.
I don't know.
There's no.
I mean,
I
at
don't
that
know.
point, they're basically the forgotten souls that slowly disintegrate, and
This is
their
a
energies
very
are
slow
slowly
train.
turned to monsters. The train's not
Well, it's
moving,
not
you psycho.
Do you want it to
Dill, I
move?
want you to know, out of game, I was fully prepared for some Red Dead Redemption 2 bullshit quizzery from you when you were like, he's in a conductor's hat and there's a railroad. I'm like, you murdered my goddamn horse, you asshole. I'm like, this is his check-in to make sure I'm paying attention, isn't it?
I'm gonna ask some questions after this, still, when the session's over.
Yeah.
But before that, Alice silent the entire time she's thinking. Just showing it because she hasn't really said anything.
Unfortunately, the most logical and the most beneficial to everybody's, unfortunately, lives would be to take the lesser amount. It hurts me to say this, but I vote for the
Excuse me, Barthon. Would you like to say this in the microphone?
No.
And he holds it to you.
He just like starts pushing it into your cheek.
I'm just gonna stare straight at him.
He just smiles. He has just like this metallic smile on his face.
Can he roll intimidation to like?
I'm sorry. Would you be able to say that a little bit louder?
I mean, he's a skeleton, so he doesn't have any facial features.
Well,
He's just...
I don't know. I like to imagine that he can still like scrunch his like bones and stuff, muscles and stuff to make it like
bone muscle.
like that.
Barthon is hoping that his well-educated girlfriend understands the reason why this choice has to be done. And he's going to vote for the 2.
Well, we have to hear if Alice
I
will
vote
fall for.
for 2.
All right, so Barthon has made his decision to end the life of his beloved and the life of Alice's father. With that decision, just to confirm, you said you wanted to move the trolley into the track of those 2, correct?
Yes.
Wait, Alice thinks is like, wait a minute. So it's not just one track that's connected to a single person. It's one track connected to multiple people.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the trolley problem?
Well, no. I have seen the trolley problem, but the trolley problem was based upon like a few people. Okay. I'm trying to think of. Okay.
It's nothing more than that.
Right,
so
Alice.
I mean, like it's normally 1 in 5.
Because that's
it's
what I
just
thought
one
this whole
extra
thing was
number.
about. All right.
But like the logistics of it stay exactly the same.
Well, I'm saying in the factor of that the trolley runs through 2 people's. So one person makes a decision, but it's actually 2 people that end up basically getting fucked by it.
Yeah, that's why it's a group. That's why there's
it's
2
still,
on each
it's still a
side.
group choice, nonetheless.
Okay. Alice votes for the other one then. She has to.
The
Okay.
other one, as in like the 6.
Yep.
So just to make sure, you Alice, are saying that you want to take the trolley and have it be driven into the group of 6, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
She's very clear about that.
There's very easily going to be a majority vote here. I'm sorry, Alice.
Mimpy and Railed, are you still considering?
Heavily, yes.
Send them towards my friends.
Wow. And then you put all of it.
Chaotic.
Oh,
I was just about to say, like, I wanted to go to the 2 because I want to see my parents that much right now. And I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna have to say that I wanted to move to the 2.
Just to make sure, you are threatening first Mimpy to crush your 4 friends, correct? Your childhood friends.
I have no friends.
Excellent. And
Jesus Christ.
Railed, you said you are flattening 2, correct?
Yes.
Excellent. Well, I do need a majority vote, so somebody is changing their minds.
Oh, this isn't changing your mind.
Rail's definitely not changing his.
Wait, are we all on a different train
I wanted
track?
to help you, Railed. I wanted to. I will change mine to 6.
All right. And he snaps his fingers, and all 4 of you and himself are there. Isaac's up top still. And he says, all
Isn't
right.
Isaac vote?
Huh?
Isn't Isaac voting as well? Now think about
No.
this.
No, he's
No,
always
he's
been the
considered
judge.
the judge.
So he's just always going, okay.
So, for all intents and purposes, Aubrey recognizes him as the judge that's leading you through this examination.
Okay. That's what I was curious about this whole time.
All right. So, you said you want to choose the 6. So, I'm going to need you, Railed, to start up this train if you want to do this.
You want me to do this?
You're going to do it halfway. Then we'll switch, and Mimpy can go the rest of the way. And you know, I guess Steel's contribute. Barthon can also sorry. Yeah, you know what? All of you are gonna have to help do this. We're gonna actually go through the simulation a couple times, running the group of 6 over just to make sure you all get that same feel for your decision.
This game show is fucked.
So, Harold,
I'm
it's
not
up to you.
I-
Your decision.
This game show is real fucked. This is part of the judging process? What kind of fucked up afterlife is this?
It's to judge for your sins, I guess, or some weird shit.
Well,
I
it's to
guess.
judge what kind of person you are.
The very act of living
Yeah.
is sinning. Being born is a sin, I
It's-
guess. So that's why you gotta
It's such
kill.
a weird thing. It's such a weird thing to judge because it's just basing off of if you're more attached to the people around you or if you care about the greater good.
Exactly.
I mean,
Which it
There's all-
doesn't really.
well, we'll talk about it after.
That's a gray area of finding out if you're a person or not.
I don't know. Doesn't everyone have a different view of hell, though? I mean,
It's not the hell. It's just as Dylan said. We'll talk about it afterwards.
Never mind. I'll ask you private chat.
as
So,
Rayo,
Railed,
as Rayo,
you want to run over your mother and father.
I clearly do not. But
But what?
it seems that I have chosen this path, and I will have to stick with it.
And so you are going to choose to run them over, correct?
Rayo would not explicitly say that he will run over those 2.
Sorry, I need you to say in the microphone.
No,
You're
Rayo,
choosing to run over. your
Rayo
mother.
will not explicitly say.
Before he makes this decision, can you read the private message I sent you? And just give me a yes or no answer.
1 sec.
As the game shows on pause, the music will start playing in the background.
Do 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 do.
Boom, boom.
And
Oh, we're still
oh yeah,
going.
yeah, the
Okay,
pause is still going.
this is awkward.
Yeah.
The song isn't supposed to go any longer in this.
So I'm going to describe the trolley train. So I didn't get to previous. There, in the cockpit area, there's basically a lever that says that has start, stop, and go. In that order. There is a switch that operates from inside the cockpit, operates the train tracks, switch back and forth, and like a railway switch. And just to describe it, because I neglected to do so.
Okay.
Okay, so Rayold, just to confirm, you said you do want to run over your mother and father.
I simply do not want to explicitly say it.
I'm gonna need you there, champ.
Explicitly not going to say it.
So you're
Can I
refusing.
go first?
Wait, no. You are refusing to proceed, correct?
Yes, I am refusing to continue through this.
All right. And he pats you on the shoulder, and Rail disappears.
Nice.
And we go to Barthon next. It says, all right, well, does your answer still remain the same? You want to run over your beloved, correct?
No, because we switched, remember?
Yes. But I'm asking you. Because now we have one less person out. So,
Oh, okay.
what are you
It'd
going
still
to
be a
do?
majority, even if I did.
So the majority is that you want to run over the... Okay.
Pat.
Would you like... who are you patting?
Pat. No, I was just kidding.
Oh. Because
I will
now...
run over. I will run over my beloved and Alice's father, unfortunately.
So, just say that on the micro... If you could just say that on the microphone for me real fast. You said you wanted to...
I will run over my beloved and Alice's father, unfortunately.
All right, so come on up here. Let's
So
drive
right
this train.
before that happens, Alice ends up making her way to the entryway. Because I'm guessing the entryway to the train is like a door.
Yeah.
Okay, Alice is going to be right in front of the door.
How may I help you, Alice?
You're not running over my father.
I'm sorry, but he made the decision. Your decision comes soon.
There is no decision. You're not running over my father.
And
Very cold. She does not stutter like she usually does. It almost seems very cold.
well, would you like to make the decision then?
No one is running over anyone.
So are you saying you're not going to participate?
No, I'm not participating, and neither is he going to run over my father.
And he taps you on the shoulder, and you disappear.
I just imagine it's like a...
Yep. And he turns back to you, Barthon. All right, Barthon. Are you ready to run over your beloved?
I'm not going to participate because people have sacrificed their lives for their loved ones. I'm not going to kill anybody's family. It's unjust for myself.
All right. He taps you on the
I
shoulder, and you
refuse
disappear.
to participate.
Mid-sentence.
I refuse to tap
That's
away.
what I was waiting to hear.
And he turns to you, Mimpy, and says, all right, Mimpy, are you ready to run over all of your friends?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh my god.
All right then. And so I just need you to say it real quick, Mike. What are you doing?
I'm gonna be running over the 4 friends I got laying on that track down there.
All right then. Okay. Well, he goes and opens the door, and he says, "All right, go ahead and start the train."
Mimpy starts the train.
Okay.
Mimpy puts the train in loco motion,
Okay.
and he runs him over.
And he just runs over.
Okay. This is interesting.
Is it though?
Just because literally everyone passed besides Harmon,
Oh,
which means time for more puzzles.
Oh my god!
Harmon, you literally. No, it doesn't matter. Whatever. So,
it
Oh
fits
my God.
Mimpy's character though.
You-
Ah!
It is
Start-
Mimpy's character.
it does. But you start the train, and it goes towards the tracks. Right before it hits Rayold's parents, the train stops, and he says, "Well, unfortunately, you failed. All right."
But I didn't get to him yet.
Well, I guess it's time for more puzzles. But you continue to sabotage things.
Listen,
right.
I'm just doing what you told me.
So, we're gonna end there for this night. We'll pick up with more puzzles next time.
Dill, I did what he told me to do.
But it's a moral. No, it's a moral thing. So
Mimpy
the
doesn't care about anybody but himself.
Yeah.
No, that's
but you're
fine.
trying
Like,
to get into
honestly,
that- Yeah, that's
Are
fine.
you trying to
Listen,
spurn character development?
No. Not even trying to do that. You have to understand that these tests are meant to get somebody into the Astral Sea, which are for good people. So Mimpy being a bad person obviously puts that into a little bit of conflict.
Dude, you're right, but like,
That's why I'm saying, like,
why'd my soul go to the Astral Sea?
that's just where it's being kept.
Shouldn't it have
And
gone
then if we
hell?
had to go to the Underdark, it would be a moral dilemma for pretty much
Everyone.
everybody else.
Yeah.
To be fair, Mimpy did feel a little hesitant about killing Dorf.
Oh, lordy.
To put it into context, Rumble, Babar, and Dorf were like 3 members of the gang that he used to run with.
Harmon.
Dorf was dropped on his head as a child, so all he could say was Dorf.
Harmon.
But
I love your character so much, but what the fuck? What the fuck?
So messed
dude,
up.
Mimpy does not have good memories with his gang. He does not
If it
like.
makes you feel better, Alice actually passed that trial without actually trying to pass. She legit was not going to let anyone kill her father. She was, and I will say this, so that way everyone is aware, she was willing to kill Barthon. She was going to kill those two. She
So, I
was
mean,
about to do that.
The reason that I distinctly said that the train was not in motion is because it's slightly different than the traditional trolley problem.
Because it would already be
The
in
traditional
motion.
trolley problem already has it coming down the tracks, and you have to make that decision right there. But the decision in this one was not to choose the 2 or the 6, but to choose not to start the train at all.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was questioning at first.
I wasn't questioning it at
that
all because it's just
was
like
something.
I don't care how it was. It's just like no, I can't just do this, man. This is not.
I honestly, I didn't really care. I was just like, you said Alice's spot was on the train tracks. I was like, okay, well, that's not happening.
But if nobody would have said anything, then we would have seen some consequences later on.
Train can only go down one way.
But since everyone besides Harmon made the morally right decision,
Although Alice barely really made the morally right decision.
so
Barely.
close to the Astral Sea, but yeah, so far.
Man, I
We would have been at
so is Harmon gonna see consequences then?
or what?
He already doesn't have a soul.
Or like what will happen to him? Would he get anything? Like
So you
We'll
lose a
see.
hand.
We'll
Like
see
what?
eventually.
Is fucking Dorf, Babar, and Romble gonna show up later and fuck my day? Oh wait, never mind.
He
Go
was
ahead.
Undead
honestly
army.
hoping.
I keep forgetting about Tonka.
The
Tonka
ghost
was
of
also- you
Christmas
said
past,
Tonka was on the
present, and
track.
future.
I
Dude,
was
listen.
honestly hoping that when it did go down, I mean, what I'm thinking now is, because I wasn't thinking that obviously to begin with, but I'm now wishing to just envision, Raild's parents just disappearing into dust, and then Mimpy plowing through everybody with a huge burst of blood.
Let me put it like this: if Dill puts my gang in at some point, and we run in to Dorf, Babar, Tonka, and
Right when
Romble,
you meet them, they start disintegrating.
let me just warn you of this now. Mimpy will do anything to impress them, so you may get captured by Mimpy.
No, why did you tell us that? No.
Well, if Dill makes us run into him, I don't know what his plan is.
But since you guys are all tied together, that's why we're all going to be going through again.
Nice.
Sorry, guys.
Nice.
I played my character, and it wasn't the right thing to do.
No, it's good.
No, you did. You technically.
Mimpy's got a lot
here's
to
the thing.
learn.
Okay, Harmon, here's the thing. Fuck all of us. Who cares what we think? You followed your character. That's all that really matters to me.
I know, but I don't want to be Steve. I'm trying to play an evil character.
Listen,
Or
look,
The evil.
He does not
That's-
follow his character.
Let me.
yeah,
let me
that's
put it
an
like
entirely
this.
different thing.
If he had the opportunity to kill those four, he would.
Would've.
But
I
if
know
they
he
showed up all of a sudden, he may try to impress them for a little bit.
I won't lie. The first thing I thought of when you said you were just gonna run everybody over, I thought Steve. But then I realized you're actually playing your character, and I was like, oh.
But also, given the opportunity to kill all four of those, Mimpy would take it in a heartbeat.
Man, even at the risk of some. Oh, okay.
All right.
man.
Fair enough.
But yeah,
I'm good,
actually
babe.
enjoyed that.
Fair enough.
That was I had a lot of fun. Like I don't really care that we're doing trials again. I also don't
I
have
do.
questions.
I mean, I do kind of care
I
about
care that we're doing trials again just simply because we're on a time crunch.
We are now
I know.
we're down to how
It's
much?
fine. It's
How
whatever.
much time are we down to now,
Whatever.
Dill?
Well,
Whatever.
after that, I mean, you're looking about 27 hours right now.
I mean, guys, if it ever comes to it, like the drug that we're using and all that.
We can't get
like,
another
how
one of
they're-
those.
Everyone else's. We can steal it. From
No,
people.
it's that they don't have anymore.
No, you could probably steal
the people that are
hero
fucking.
one, but you
yeah.
couldn't steal the one that allowed the other drug that's necessary for what you're doing now, because the initial drug that people generally take allows you access to the ethereal plane, but you're still not there. You're still in the material plane. This other drug basically puts you in death, so you actually go to the deeper parts of the ethereal plane.
Comatose.
Think of the normal drug as being able to scoop up the top layer of the ethereal
Getting a
plane,
glimpse.
but then actually dying lets you have full access.
Yeah.
I've
But
been-
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get you.
Getting all access pass if you die.
No, this is DnD.
That's why-
This is DnD.
That's why
you can get anything.
That's why it's we don't get anymore. It's the
You can
thing.
get anything. It's DnD. You can get anything.
DnD.
Dungeons and don't get. That's
Don't
what
get.
it is.
But yeah, it was fun.